being nominated for Grammy, I don't think it's going to affect us in the slightest bit.
Yeah, I think the first sign you'll see of that is when we all start getting facial reconstructive surgery. You know, when we come out.
Well, you know, I don't feel I've changed at all.
Oh shit! Well, no, it's all. God. I'm sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back yet again to another edition of the Comicsgate Commandos, number 106. It's going to be a great show this evening. Really excited to have everybody here, and we're especially excited to have, of course, our special guest star for this evening. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring on my co-hosts for this evening.
Hey, you know, you're bad-mouthing all of CG. You're trying to make a hashtag. They came up with this. Oh, this is CG. Remember that?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
This is CG. This is Comicsgate. Oh, this is Comicsgate. This is who you're backing. This is what you're about. Fuck you. Really. Because there's thousands of people supporting this. You're not going to do some fake litmus test on us over a couple of people that you got a problem with. And they need to be slapped down, these pieces of shit.
It's Colonel Carbonheart, ladies and gentlemen.
Hail. Hail CG, hail Commandos, and hail to the chat. It's good to be back.
Sure enough. How you been, man?
I am great. Thank you very much.
Good.
But I'm a little bit concerned that there might be a mutiny in order.
Mutiny?
Yeah, General Q.
On this stream?
You don't get your act together with the belching on stream.
No, it's funny. I was don't judge me, but I was watching that Brittany Venny stream, and you know what? I understand you guys now. I get it. I will admit, I saw her live, and I was like, "Oh my god, she really does burp like every 30 seconds."
Just wait until you're hanging out with a girlfriend and you're getting comfortable. You're on the couch together watching TV, and it will happen. The first attempt at a burp in your presence, and you need to shut that down immediately.
Silence. Back to the kitchen with you.
Punish them.
Oh my god. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring on my second co-host for this evening.
Yeah, so save some room in your library, in your bookshelf for Rattel #1 coming out very soon.
It's Frederick Guimond, ladies and gentlemen.
Ha! Bonjour, Général Q. Bonjour, Colonel Carbone. I salute you, you stupid Americans.
Right.
And streaming live from Canada right now, where the MMIWG2SLGBTQQIA+ are under attack by Mission Epic Furry. And hopefully we will be victorious.
Amazing.
That is the new full acronym, by the way. Yeah, MMI, right? And then now there's 2 Qs.
Wait, I thought he was joking. He's not joking. That is actually the new
How could
acronym?
you botch this, Colonel Carbon? It's a MMIWG2SLGBTQQIA+.
There's
Right,
no way.
yeah.
They actually added more letters.
They did.
Holy shit.
And now it's time to obliterate the entire country.
Operation Epic Furry is active.
Epic Fury all over the world. And oh, by the way,
Epic
France
Fury
is
is very different than Epic Furry. Epic Furry is something we do not want to get involved with.
You heard me. You heard me.
Are you smoking a Black and Mild? Aren't you supposed to be French?
This is a Colt cigar, This is the only Colt you can buy in Canada, so I smoke it.
that is a Black and Mild.
It is a Black and Mild.
Yeah, you got the white.
Hopefully you hollowed it out and mixed your weed with your tobacco in there.
I am off the weed for about a year now. It will be a year very soon. So I am, very I'm on the red wine. It's in my blood now. So
There you
I
go.
salute you.
Nice. Yeah, it's
Very
good.
nice. Welcome, Frederick. Thank you for being here. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I have at bare minimum 3 co-hosts because I'm incapable of holding a show by myself. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our next co-host.
Are you going by Scribe or Rosario, by the way?
Whatever
Yeah.
you want, brother. You call me Rosario. It's my name.
Okay.
So I can know who to kick out.
I love it.
Are you a New Yorker, by the way?
I'm from Jersey, bro.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
It's Rosario from Scribe Comics, ladies and gentlemen.
Oui.
What's up, guys?
How you
What's
doing,
up,
man?
Chat? Chilling.
Good.
Wall
There
still
you
stands, Rosario.
It's still here.
go. You put your foot down, I see. You stay out of man shit, is what he said, probably. Isn't that what you said?
Correct. Correct, my friend. Correct.
You could probably just fold that up, by the way, once you move.
like a little pamphlet.
'Cause it is a bed sheet, right? Just hanging.
It's a pamphlet.
Oh man. How you doing, Scribe? What's up? What's new?
Crazy, man. Internet is fucking wild, huh?
Oh, you're telling me.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah.
It's the Wild West, man.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Before we bring on our special guest, I just want to say really quick that, like, you know, there's all this shit going around right now. And, you know, I got really mad at first and I was going to, like, make a big statement on the Commandos. And I just decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's, you know, we're going to keep doing what we've always done on this show, which is promote people, be positive, talk about the beauty of Western comic books. And, you know, people can do what they want, but so can we. And I think it's best for everybody if we just kind of stay the course and be ourselves and just be positive. Anyway, that's my opinion.
I agree.
Shit. I accidentally pressed that. My bad.
I said I agree.
Okay. Sorry. I was not intending to press that. So yeah, we're just gonna move on from all that shit.
Before we start, can I share something real quick before we get on? I have something here I want to shout
as
out.
long as it's not an STI, you can share it. Yeah.
Listen, I can't make any promises, but I received my copy of 7 a.m. Before Sunrise.
Yes.
Nice.
Very happy. Very happy. It's beautiful.
What a great comic book by Tom Tuttle and Christian Rossi. 7 a.m. Before Sunrise, ladies and gentlemen.
It's fantastic work. Great title.
I'm glad that Tom has adopted this into.
Yeah.
It's the superior title, you know. It's you have to roll with the punches, as they say.
Exactly. Amazing. All right, let's bring on our special guest star. He's been waiting patiently, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it is Joe M. Sontag. What's up, Joe?
Gentlemen, how's it going?
Good. How are you, man?
Doing good. Good to see you all. Excited to be here for that. I feel like I missed quite a bit. Patrick, I heard you talking about something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no idea what that is because I'm out of the loop so much. So
Well, so not to, because I don't want to get into specifics.
yeah, I mean, we
Let
don't even have to talk
everybody-
about it. I feel like
No.
I'm missing something.
It's just like, you know how like there's people who turn on Comicsgate and start like treating people that they were totally fine with 1 second, like the next second
Oh, yeah.
later they start treating them funny. Well, that happened to me personally, like with several
Oh,
people
okay.
recently, and so it's upsetting, but it's like, whoa, you know, it's like when you finally actually experience it yourself, it's just kind of
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Um,
Yeah.
That is why I treat you all like shit while I am in Comicsgate. So there will be no difference when I quit.
That's how you got to do it.
Shit, you know, and you did not miss anything, King Ronan, because
Right.
you got the memo about the shades, so you are right
Yeah.
on cue.
Perfect.
Welcome aboard.
Well, I forgot about it. I saw everybody wearing them. I was like, I got to throw it on real quick because
There you go.
I got to fit
There
in.
you go.
know?
Sorry,
you
I'm
go.
sorry. Greg.
But Joe,
Sorry.
you're better off missing it because honestly, stuff like that is like. Here's my 2 cents on it overall, and it's very brief.
Mhm.
Like the people engaging on that kind of shit, they kind of don't have anything better to do. You know what I mean? Because like other people are busy working and producing. You know, so
No, I feel you. Yeah, I try to stay out of drama as much as possible. Sometimes it seeks me out, and that is what it is. But for the most part, we're making books, we're making comic books, making
Yeah.
entertaining shows. That's what I want to focus on.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
It just tears things down, you know, when people are being negative, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, everybody obviously has a right to their opinion, and if they don't like something, whatever, you know, do your thing, you know, do your own thing if you don't like something. But like, I don't know, like going after people who never did you any harm is just kind of because they're like friends with people you don't happen to like. That's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, it's a little
you know?
gay.
It's
I get
just
along with
weird.
all kinds of people and all kinds
Yeah.
of like none of you in Comicsgate would agree with me 100% on anything, and that
And
doesn't
nobody should.
bother me,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Nobody
I
should.
totally disagree with you on that, General Q. Just so you know.
I mean, everybody. It's it's this weird tribal stuff that we see in general
Mm-hmm.
online. You know, it's just a group think. It's a weird thing. You see it in politics. You see it in religion. You know, you see it in CG. You see it. It's just where, you know, it is what it is. People get on one side or the other of a topic or concern or whatever, and then for some reason, they start looking at you differently because you might not be fully aligned with them or whatever. And I'm just like, you know, most of us should be able to just be in the middle. Like your beef with other people are not my beef, and I might be cool with both of you guys. So let's just have that be that. You know, I might go on this show, I might go on that show. It's not an indictment on anybody else if I show up here or show up there. You know, so that's just you know,
It's
the way I see it.
That is totally wrong. If you want to talk to people, you must submit the list to me, or you will be my enemy. Is that clear?
That is a way to go. That is a way to go.
Oui, oui.
Yeah.
I will approve each person individually, depending on their beliefs and who they hang out with themselves. I have a whole tree map of everyone's contacts. If anyone gets contaminated, baboosh, enemy.
That might be the way to go. You know, let's just conform. You know, to
Right,
everything.
and if you don't, you get decapitated. That's the new rule.
That's
There you go.
yeah.
There you go.
Well, there we go.
It's an old technique, but very efficient.
Very, very effective, right?
I figured that one.
Well, let's say hello to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Adam Weber. What's up, Adam Weber? We've got Mad Ruth. What's up, brother? Thank you for being here. Obviously, we have Skeleton Core Comics. Hello, how are you, Skelly? We've got, obviously, Joe's right here with us. Thank you for being here. We've got Frederic Guimont right here with us.
Oui, oui.
I'm sorry, Frederic Guimont.
Merci.
Yes. De nada. We've also got Scribe. He's right here with
How
us.
dare you?
We've got
Hurry up.
Well-read Ronan. What's up?
Yo.
What's well-read? Hey,
Stealing my name, well read.
That's right.
I see you.
We've got Art Haida. This ninja gets an EVS cover and he thinks he can start booking big guests. What's next? Writhe in Pain closeout?
Hello, maybe.
Did you win that cover?
No, I lost.
Oh, okay.
To that bastard Vasilis Lolos.
It's the Greeks, man. You can't trust the Greeks. I've been saying this for
It was a
forever.
win-win, man. It was a win-win. Look at him.
Yeah.
You know, but like technically speaking, I lost. But the mysterious benefactor, decided to give us both a cover.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. I missed that. I knew Vasilis won, but I didn't hear that you
wonderful.
got one as well. Cool. Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Wunderbar.
Thank you. It's going to be amazing. I don't know what my next step is. Like, I don't know if I send Ethan like reference or I don't know.
That's a good question.
I haven't
Probably.
talked to him about it. So
I just send him a quick message and be like, hey, you know, thanks for everything. You know, whenever you get time to start out, let me know and I'll send you references. Boom.
that sounds good.
Yeah, you
Let's
might
make
have to
sure
bring
he's
it up.
not talking to anyone who is contaminated, you know?
No, I kind of like the fact that that night it ended that way when the benefactor came on.
Mm-hmm.
That was like it was like a twist ending. It was like a TV show.
Right.
He came on stream and he's like, "Oh, I'm so proud of everybody," and then he's like, "I want there to be more than one winner." So, and then Joe, in case you didn't see it, that stream, the first night when the finalists were announced, the benefactor came on. And he's like, I want to give a cover to both of these guys.
I saw that part.
Yeah. And then Ethan's like, let's talk about this behind the scenes because we still need to vote a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And then that happened. But then furthermore, the benefactor paid, for 2 covers so that the runner-up got it also. So that's pretty
Shout
cool.
out to him, man. That's awesome. That was a cool event watching it. Even though somehow I lost, which I still don't understand is rigged. Probably is what I'm thinking.
Definitely.
But I'm not bitter.
Mail-in cover already.
I'm not bitter about it at all. You know, like,
I know you got a mail-in cover, bro.
well, yeah, but you know, I mean, listen, I'm trying to collect covers, right? So I got the mail-in cover, I got Brett Booth cover, got a Dale Keown cover at one point. I was like, you know, you got to add to that list with a EVS cover. You know, like that's the ascension of me.
Do you guys notice he didn't mention Shane Davis? Interesting.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Well, what does he mean by that?
Frederick, write that down.
Permanent record, Frederick.
It's written down, and I want to say we are very proud here at the Commandos because Patrick is the best loser of them all.
There you go. That's right. That's a great way to look at it. See,
I don't know what exactly he means by that, but
you're the number one loser. No one has lost better than you.
Okay, I'll take it, I suppose. We got Wolf and Bear. What's up, Wolf and Bear? Thank you for being here. We got Matthew Rumor. What's up, Matthew Rumor? I just sent you the link if you want to come on, because I do want to talk about for the Fans Fest if you get a chance. Fest. And we've got Tom Tuttle brings the funny. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's Nostradamus. Hail, Commandos. What's
Matt,
up, Tom?
I need my the Fan Fest lighter for my cigar, you know.
Oh yeah,
black and mild hood ass cigar.
The black and mild. I haven't smoked one of those since I was 15.
Listen, I did not have time to go get my Monte Cristo.
Do you have a Mad Dog 44 in the back right there?
Right.
Jesus, some Boone's wine. What's going on, bro?
Boone's wine.
Boone's.
You're
Mad Dog. He's got a whole thing of Mad Dog.
Oh my God,
Mad Dog. You got that blue Hawaiian.
You're jealous because I'm living the life, you know.
And some menthol cigarettes to top
that Mad
up.
Dog is garbage.
Yes.
That Mad Dog is so horrible. When we used to party all the time back in my band days, we used to have people come up to our house because me and a couple other members rented a house out in the middle of woods, 150 acres out in the middle of nowhere. And so we'd have parties all the time where people would just come up and hang out. And we made a lot of fans like in Indiana at that point. So people were coming up to just chill with us. And they would always bring up these 24 packs of Mad Dog. And it was disgusting, but it was free because they brought it, so you try to drink. It was nasty. It gave you a hangover. At least I got a hangover from. I was like, fuck that.
You gotta drink that shit really cold, ice cold.
Oh, yeah, I never drank it after that. And that's my only experience. I was like, yeah, never again. Nope.
All the cheap stuff gives you a hangover.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy, dude. Like it's nuts. Like it's like, oh, if you can't afford good alcohol, you should be dead. It's basically what they're saying.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. I don't know. Yeah, I got bad experiences anytime I hear that name. So
it's you guys ever had Steel Reserve before?
Oh, stop it.
Yes.
It's like Crazy Horse. Yeah, Steel Reserve, Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse. Yeah,
which one you want to fight with?
Back in college, obviously I had no money, and Steel Reserve Tall Boys were $2.79 a pop. And so I'd get two of those suckers.
Oh,
and the thing is, you had to drink it fucking fast, because if it got to like the last quarter of it, dude, and it got lukewarm, bro, every tug was like oh, am I gonna vom? I'm not sure.
Oh man,
first of all,
Colt 45 was my shit.
Both of those drinks, Steel Reserve and Crazy Horse, are rock bottom because. First of all, Steel
my
Reserve
entire college career was rock bottom.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I guess you had an excuse. If you're young and you have no money at all, but Steel Reserve is still $2.79 for a 24-ounce can.
It still is.
Really?
It is, and it's what is it? 8% alcohol.
Yeah, it's 8%.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. I mean, if you wanted to get drunk, that gets you there faster.
Yeah,
that's for sure. It's like going down south. We used to tour down in Texas or going through the Bible Belt. And all the beer down there is like 3.5 instead of 5%.
The hell?
Yeah, it's less alcohol in the beer, so you had to drink more. Was the case for our level, tolerance. We'd be down there, we'd be drinking. We're like, why are we not getting drunk? And we didn't know anything about it at the time. We're like, what the fuck? And someone dude was like, yeah, it's 3.5 down here. And we're like, oh well, that's why. The
same brands that would otherwise not be 3.5.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Bud Light, Budweiser, Coors, they were all 3.5 down in Texas.
Natty Ice, remember those?
Natty Ice, but nobody wants to drink that.
That's the Band-Aids, man.
I don't drink beer anymore.
Oh.
I can't go back to beer.
Yeah.
Once you get like top shelf liquor, in which you actually don't get hungover with, you go back to that shit. It feels like you're fucking poisoning yourself.
That's a good one. But you know, in the nice hot weather in the summer, it's nice to have a cold beer.
Dude.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah,
know,
oh yeah, that's
100%.
right. Yeah, true. You can have a couple, yeah, but it doesn't get you drunk though. I wouldn't drink it to get drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I completely
it still
cut
gets
off
me drunk.
liquor. I don't drink liquor at like pretty much at all. The only time I ever drink liquor is my coworkers and good friends' New Year's party, and then we'll do some vodka shots.
And then in October,
I can do vodka.
Well, I'm not trying to promote
October,
any bad behavior, but once you get like high quality liquor, you feel so much better because it doesn't drag you down like a lot of other stuff does.
I hardly drink at all these days. Social gatherings might be the only time you see me really drinking, or maybe I'll do some shots on stream every once in a while. But I don't drink. I did a lot of drinking in the music phase of my life, including a lot of liquor and stuff, which ended up giving me acid reflux and heartburn from just years of abuse. And so I smoke more than I do anything now. It's a lot more chill. And you don't get hangovers from it.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually the opposite. I've moved away from liquor and smoking weed to just drinking beer because, I don't know. I had to work, and when I drink liquor or when I do weed, I get all funky in the head, and I can't think straight. Like when I'm trying, because I don't know if you knew this, Joe, but I'm actually a writer. So
I heard through the grapevine that. So, might be the case.
It's hard when you sit down and you type, he stands up, and then like for 15 minutes, you're like, standing is kind of crazy, isn't it? Like that we have to stand all day and then we're not on all fours. And like you just go through this whole like
too over analytical. I know exactly what you mean.
That's very
yeah. That happened to me the last time. I've actually quit anything with THC for a while. But the last time I did it, I literally was like analyzing everything I observed. I was like, what is the purpose behind this monitor?
what were you smoking though? Was it like the upper or down or like
well, the funny thing is the last thing I tried was one of those new drinks where it's a drink with THC in it.
Oh,
I've never had that.
Yeah, now they're selling it at beer distributors.
No shit.
And they even show you the percentage of the sativa and indica in it, and the amount of milligrams. It's pretty hardcore. So I was like, fuck it, let me try one of these. And so I got a drink that was like 20 milligrams in the can. And once I was halfway, and it was balanced. It was both sativa and indica.
Okay, yeah, hybrid.
Yeah.
I was like halfway through the can, and I'm like, I'm stopping to think about every fucking thing that I'm observing and doing.
What's this? What the fuck is
Yeah,
going on?
like staring at the pattern on the can.
like a fucking like engineer,
Right.
you know?
That's never happened. Like I smoke the hybrids all the time because I don't want to be so mellow that you're in the couch, but I don't want to be so up that you're getting paranoid and stuff.
Hybrid's the best.
Hybrid is great because it keeps you in my opinion, pretty level. You got that really nice high, but you still function and everything. The only way you can tell when I smoke, the only way you can tell when I'm actually really high is when I'm having a conversation with you and I can't stop talking. And it's just like you hear me trail off into another conversation. I get lost for a second, and then I'll get back on track, and I'll be like, I forgot what we even started talking about. Like that's when you know I'm really high. Is when that happens.
We'll smoke a doobie in October. Don't worry.
All right, I'm down.
Although I will admit I've had some epiphanies earlier in my life while smoking. Like I came to some fucking significant epiphanies after being high, but. Yeah, so sometimes
Can you give us an example. You got to give us an example.
Yeah, say like what?
Give us an example.
All right. I'll briefly tell you, and it's a coincidence because a few weeks ago when we had Shane on the show, he mentioned that movie Pi as like one of his favorite movies, and that was like a turning point for him. So I watched that high, right?
Oh,
and so as you know, the movie's like about like theoretical mathematics and like
But it's
looking
a
at the
crazy
universe.
movie. The
Wait, I
guy
thought that was the movie about
drills.
the girl on a
He
boat with a
literally
tiger.
drills inside his head. Like
That's a different.
Yeah,
movie.
that's at the end. But anyway, it's all like theoretical thinking and looking at the universe as being all connected and whatever. But there was a moment in that movie where, when I was high, I already saw it, but then when I saw it again high, it's the scene where like his mentor gives him the story of Archimedes discovering the formula for density. I don't know if it sounds like you guys haven't seen it, but
I don't know. I've seen it. It was a long time ago.
I've seen it a few times. I love that movie.
It was a brilliant.
He tries to decode the Bible, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It equates decoding nature, like the stock market, to decoding the Bible, and all of like everything that exists in the universe is connected. But anyway, there was that moment where he gave the anecdote to the main character, and he's like, "Oh, he discovered the formula for density accidentally because his wife told him to relax, right, and take a bath instead of thinking about it too much, right?" So he goes into the bathtub, and when he sees the water rise, it occurs to him, it's like, shit, I can measure the volume of things. By
Eureka!
Yeah, and he said eureka, right? And then so he goes, "What's the moral of the story here?" And then the young character goes, "Whatever, a solution will come." And then the old guy goes, "No, that's not it. It's the wife. The wife is the moral of the story, because you need perspective in your life, because he's alone and he's single and he has nobody telling him or the other perspective." And then my eyes lit up and I was like, there is a God. I fucking understand this now.
Wow.
From that,
because two parents can create life so that there are two perspectives.
That's fascinating. That's actually quite fascinating.
That hit me. I was like,
interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. I like it.
We will smoke carbon also.
True.
Let me say hello to a couple people here who just popped in. We got Kayla Lisi. She says, "What's up, Joe? Popping by to show some love." I assume it's
Kayla?
G, right?
Yes, that's Kayla. That's one of my co-hosts, Kayla.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Hello, what's up? Thank you for being here. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the amazing Chris Graves, a wonderful guest, an even better artist, and just an all-around mensch. Thank you for being here, Chris. We appreciate it. Oh, we've also got Leighton Gay. What's up, Leighton Gay? How you doing? And we've got Michael Ferrara. What's up, guys?
Hey, Michael. How you doing?
Thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. We're already kind of on the subject. So Joe, you mentioned, you were in a band. Obviously, there was that post I made earlier today about, I saw a picture on Facebook of, it was funny to me actually, because it was a picture that was the banner profile pic of my old bassist, because I hadn't talked to him in a while. So I'm like, let me go look this up. Let me see what he's up to. Same shit. But he had the banner still up of us back when we were in the band, but he's been in other bands since then. And I was like, huh,
he misses
that's kind of curious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, but it did remind me of the old days.
Patrick is stalking his old bassist like an ex.
What are you doing? What band you're in? What's going on?
When people who like decide to hate me and stop talking to me, and that was over COVID, by the way. He's, I invited everybody to my house one time to watch Scream for Halloween, because it's like a tradition that I do. I watch Scream every Halloween, and all my other friends showed up. Like, oh yeah, cool, we'll be there. And before he showed up, though, he was like, "Have you sanitized your doorknobs and your house? Like, have you wiped it all down?" And I'm like, "No, I did not do that."
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, he almost didn't show up. But anyway, at a certain point, when
yes, of course, I vaccinated my doorknob.
Right,
obviously.
There was a point at which I was like, "Hey guys, it's all fucking bullshit," and it came from China. They're like, they hated me. They're like, "No, you're crazy," and here we are, however many years later.
I know how that went. I remember a lot of. It's funny because I had garnered a lot of friends, or at least people that considered to be friendly with through the band years. I spent 10 years doing it, and there was a lot of people that followed the band and followed me on Facebook and considered me probably a good guy. Then COVID runs around. And I was one of the people early on that was just like, I'm not wearing a mask. You know, everything I'm hearing is that this is
really
not
quick. Was your band still functioning when COVID started happening?
No, we had just kind of finished a few years back, but people were still interacting. You guys still got messages all the time, like, "Hey, when you guys getting back together and playing?" You know, that kind of stuff, right? People were still trying to keep tabs. But I started posting on Facebook just my opinions about stuff. I'm like, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not going to go to my store and go shopping wearing a ridiculous mask and all this stuff. And I started getting so much like pushback from people that I had sat down, partied with, had drunk conversations with, and we were like on the same page. It seemed like we were thinking alike, but attacking me of like, you're going to kill somebody's grandmother. But, it was like that kind of accusations. Like, don't you care? Like, and people were, and I was just like, what the fuck, people? Like, that was one of the first times I kind of noticed the group thing, kind of what we were talking about when the show just started. Like that group just came mentality or whatever that takes over certain people and just kind of infects everybody. Now you're on this side. And if you're not thinking like them, now you're on this side. And it doesn't matter what they know about you. All of a sudden you might be the worst person in the world now because you believe this. And so that was one of the biggest reasons why I ended up pulling myself out of Facebook, because it got so political and because of the COVID stuff. And I was like, I can't do it. So I left, and it sucked because that was a lot of people I met during my time playing music.
Hell yeah. Like I use people's grandmothers as target practice.
There you go. I used to
say the same anecdote where they started pulling that out to guilt you, like, oh, you're killing somebody else by going out and not wearing a mask or not getting the vaccine. I'm like, well, you know what? How about I fucking kill you?
Oh my god! In Minecraft.
I didn't think about going that direction. But, in Minecraft, yeah. No, I was like, I don't want to kill anybody's grandmas. Like, I banged a couple grandmas. Like, I love grandmas. Let's keep them around.
Grandmas are the best, man. They will go all night for you. And
let's bring on Matt Rumor, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Matt?
Going on, banging grandma.
What's going on? I can tell you some stories. Man, I got two specific stories. The young grandmas.
Yeah. If you want to tell stories, we got
grandma.
stories.
You remember it. It stays with you.
Oh my god.
we got European stories. What do you want? All kinds of stuff.
They make the best cookies. I will just say that.
Joe, you're in the super group right now. I don't know. You got recruited for the guitarist.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, I can't play guitar.
Well, whatever you gotta play triangle and sing with.
I can sing. I can go. I can play the guitar, but not like depending on what the style. I'm more of an acoustic guitarist.
No acoustic in this band.
I have played some metal riffs. Like I wrote some metal stuff myself when I was in the band, which was pretty fun, but I wasn't on the same level as my like actual guitarists. Like those guys are extremely talented.
You could scream and Patrick could sing. There you go.
There you go.
Boom. There you go.
The ultimate super group.
The ultimate super group. There's Sellers too. He's in the group.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big old group.
Matthew, how are you today?
Oh man. Just in the middle of working, I had about 2-hour break, just working on my comic a little bit, and then back to the festival crap.
Nice.
Well, thank you for being here, man. We're obviously on this show we just fuck around, talk a little bit, and then we'll get into the promotion stuff. We like to have a good time. So, how long can you be here?
Till about 10:20. Then I'm out.
Okay. That's plenty of time.
Road.
Plenty of time.
Hitting the road. Okay. I like it.
I don't just come on to promo.
No, I know you don't.
You've
been on here many times, and you have not done that. I know you don't.
But I want you to promo your lighters because they are beautiful, and everyone needs lighters for the cigar.
It's Black and Mild. That's not a
cigar. Nolan cigar event in October.
We'll get you a real cigar, Fred, when you're out there.
It's a hood cigar, right?
Listen, I did not have time to get the Cubans today. You have to forgive me,
Can you imagine him showing up to Graham Nolan's cigar party with a fucking Black and Mild?
No, I want to see that now. I want to see that.
I want to see him open the pack.
Graham's just like
challenge accepted.
Well, it's better than showing up with a fucking cigarette, Patrick.
Hey, no, he's gonna have menthols in his pocket too.
I don't smoke menthols anymore.
You know what they call cigarettes in England, Carbon? They call them fags.
That is true. That is absolutely what they call them. I haven't smoked a cigar in forever.
Yeah,
like I don't even know what's good anymore.
Black and Milds all day.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's them right there. That's the way to go.
In the resort, they have a cigar shop. They'll tell you what's good. They'll walk.
All right, I might have to pick one up then.
That's cool.
I was like,
do they have white owls?
Literally, when I was doing my walkthrough, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna have to bring a bunch, and then I'm like, oh, it's right here.
Nice. Well, there you go. Problem solved.
Swisher Sweets and stuff like that.
Swisher Sweets.
I don't care what anybody says. Swisher Sweets back in the day, that was the shit.
Philly
back when you're 14, 15.
White House,
the little like chalk ones.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No. The Swisher Sweets were they were like flavorful. They tasted really good, but they were like regular sized cigars. You could buy them at the gas station.
Swisher Sweets.
Swisher Sweets.
Oh, we're going get them.
What we used to do is we'd get slammed, and I would get obviously slammed on Steel Reserve, and then be totally hungover the next morning, and we'd all go out for a J ride. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't just a J ride, because there was this trick. So what you would do is you would go to the nurse, you know, the university nurse, and you'd say to her, look, I got a terrible cough and it keeps me up at night. No, really none of them were. No. Also, one of those bitches told me that I had a heart condition, and then I had to get open heart surgery. So fuck her.
Wow.
But no, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm not joking about the open heart surgery thing. I'm joking about calling her a bitch for telling me I had the problem.
Okay.
How dare she try to save my life?
What actually happened? Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. It wasn't diagnosed.
But what we would do is so my friend though, what you do is you'd go in and you'd say that you have to say the words, I cough and it keeps me up at night, and she would give you codeine.
Oh no shit!
Like liquid codeine. So my friend would take Swisher Sweets and make blunts out of them, and then literally use a paintbrush to paint codeine on them.
Wow!
And then we just go out and have a J ride in the morning.
That's a
never did that.
Now you all I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, never did that one.
There you go.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
I smoked a joint that was laced with cocaine once.
The woolly
no.
Those are called woolly coolies. Yeah,
is that what it was? I don't know. Like, I'd never heard of it at the time. I
heard about
15,
that.
16.
Yeah.
That's Jeffrey.
Did you start getting like hankerings?
I can't remember so long.
Or you could just do it the old school way where you have the joint and then you also do a line of coke.
Well, you could do. That ended up being the case. We would do it like years later when I was doing the band.
We're not.
I told my
Let's keep it simple, guys. Do the coke, smoke the joint.
That's it. That's it. We used to have a ball on the table in the practice.
Do every drug available.
That you would go up and you would scrape it off. It was just this rock right on the table.
Oh my god!
In the studio.
This is getting banned.
Shit.
This is getting banned.
Yeah.
That is the biggest problem with like actually doing shows. Like, once you get into it and shit, like stuff becomes way too available.
Yeah.
I've seen drugs on a whole table on a tour bus, bro. It was like, what? Just give me the weed. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you guys can judge the softness of my band all you want. I know you do. I know you do.
So soft.
But
I like it. I
never did. I would never smoke or drink before going on stage.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. And if you do drugs, do them in alphabetical order.
Yeah. I drank a little bit, smoked.
See, the metal scene that we were in, like that was just the lifestyle. Like we went on stage obliterated, but still kicked ass, But like the whole idea is like we would be drinking all night long before we played, and a lot of times we were headlining, so we had a long time to wait, and we would just be smoking, drinking.
That was a humble flex, ladies and gentlemen.
It was, just I got to say it, like
it's on stage and off stage too, Right?
Yeah, you had to take stage. It was the energy, Like I went up there drunk and.
Well,
that's why it leads to harder drugs though, because you drinking and going on stage doesn't work. Because you can't really play your instruments drunk. So that's why it's like, all right, let me do the coke before I go on stage. And then after a while, it's like, okay, I'm going to do everything else.
I don't know.
So I got to drink a little bit to offset the coke.
I threw up on stage. I threw up on stage in Europe. I got really
wow.
Kept throwing up. Yeah, I played good.
Happened? You smell a French girl's armpit?
No, it was
Germany. That would happen.
Threw up a lot.
No, we could get up there and perform being drunk. Like I had some really and alcohol,
maybe
liquor.
Singing. But you can't.
Well, it was easier for me. It was easy, but no, my guitarist, man, that's all they would do. drinking liquor and drinking beer once we got to, because we were known as like the party band. Like that's the lifestyle we lived. You know, we would show up, people would drink and smoke with us as soon as we got to the venue. We'd be hanging out in either the bus or the van or whatever we were driving at the time. And that's all we'd be doing, just drinking and smoking until it was time to take stage. And we would take stage, you know, drunk and high. But that was who we were. That was the perception that people expected of us. But we still played. We still played very well. Not every single time. There were definitely times we fucked up. There was definitely some shows that were forgettable shows because of that reason. But for the most part, most part, we could do it. The worst show I ever played personally, I just had 2 of my molars pulled on a Thursday, and we had a show on a Saturday. And so I had Norcos. I had Norcos that I was nursing the pain with. And a Saturday rolls around. I was feeling pretty decent. We went and did the show. It was this outside, you know, kind of small festival show on a camping ground. It was really awesome. And I started, you know, drinking a little bit early in the afternoon. I know I'd popped a pill, but I was keeping myself cool with it. It's like I don't want to get fucked up. And so I was like just smoking a little bit. Somewhere along the line, I forgot that I took the Norcos. You know, it was in my system, and I started smashing Jaeger and whiskey. And we did the show, and I remember about 30 seconds of the first song that we performed, and the next thing I know, I woke up in our van, puking my guts up all over the place, just in and out of consciousness. But oddly enough, I did the entire show. I watched it back because some people filmed it. And I watched it back. You could tell I was drunk. I mean, you could tell, you know, like I was pretty wasted, but I still performed. I still talked during the set, you know, and I was like, oh, see, now that's what muscle memory.
That's muscle. Yeah, that's all muscle memory. Yeah.
It wasn't my best performance, but I made it through.
Tolerance to substances. Because I'm sure you built up to that point.
Once you tour, you keep touring and touring, you get back from the road, you're really tight and you're like homogenous with the band. So like no matter if you're drunk or whatever, you're super tight. You go.
That's what it is. Like when you're, because we would practice all the time, and then we would tour all the time.
Yeah.
And if we weren't touring, we were always playing. You know, we were.
Now, did you guys make money when you toured?
We either once we got good at touring and started getting a following, you know,
described laughing. you know what I'm talking about.
They made money by selling drugs, Patrick.
Well, that too. No, we would do pretty good on merch sales. When we were going through the places where people came out and saw us, like, you know, we were really big in Oklahoma and Texas. When we would go down there, we had a pretty good following. We'd go down there, so people would come out and they buy the merch. And I think we would average, like, to the end of our career in the band, I think we were getting about $500 a show, which was crazy to me, because we used to get paid
$500 American.
That's good, down here.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, it paid for gas. Obviously, they would usually have a deal where it's like you'd get some beer, they get you pizza.
Yeah.
So we're being fed, we're being able to drink, and then we'd have gas to get to the next place, and then we would just have our merch money. So a lot of times we were coming back either even. You know, depending on how, if we went to like California and back, we're dipping into the merch money for gas, because, you know, we're not getting paid enough to pull a trailer. Or one time we took a bus out, an old Greyhound that we had converted into a tour bus. So that was a lot of money in fuel and stuff. So, but I would say, like, most of the time, either even, sometimes in the red, or maybe you're over, you know, like a few $100, $500 in your merch fund to buy new merch. So I mean, it was fine. It funded everything that we were doing. So.
There you go.
It's
great. You got paid in pussy.
Yes.
That happened too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Money is weird when it comes to the band. Even when you're signed, it's not fully there, dude. It's not.
Oh no.
No, I bet.
There are household band names, like bands that are known like as a household name, that were like a break-even band. You'd be surprised.
Dude, we had the shittiest deal. They want to do 4 records for Century Media. We're like, no, let's do 2. They're like 3. We're like, no, okay, just 2. And then we did 1, and then they cut us.
Oh, nice.
There's huge bands that flopped as well. Like U2.
Oh yeah, dude.
U2 is famous for doing like this incredible tour that they just lost money because they paid incredible amount in this innovative screen from this company. Right. And they just lost tons of money because they had to be full capacity everywhere to break even. And they were like at 50% capacity because it was the worst album, and they just lost tons and tons of money.
But they only have a certain amount of budget too, the company. So they gave us like, this is like 10 grand, but that's everything. That's for your recording.
Wow.
And your design. Like, what? So we had to ask the lawyer to ask for another 5. Like, hey, can we get another 5 for mixing? So like, we spent everything on the recording. like they had put in more, like 20 more grand for. I was like, dude, we can't do this on 50. You know, we went went to the Hit Factory, got a dope recording, got money all gone, and then like for tour, they didn't like promote, so it's like you had to put in money.
Oh no,
it's pay to play basically, even if you get
signed. Yeah. I was just gonna say it depends on the labels, I guess. I mean, we had contact with some indie labels, you know, that wanted to sign us and help us out, and yeah, we were thinking at first like it'd be nice to have somebody else planning stuff for us, because I pretty much was the manager of the band, as in I planned the tours, I booked the tours, you know what I'm saying, I did all that stuff as well as being the front man. And I was like, it'd be nice to have somebody else do that and plan that stuff and get us on the road. But none of the deals really seemed anything better than what we were already doing, you know?
Yeah, that's
and so we were like, let's just keep doing it ourselves until if a big label came and wanted to sign us, which never happened, like sweet, but otherwise let's just keep doing what we're doing, because we're already touring across the United States on our own, you know?
We were desperate, man. We were like, we've been doing this for a little while. We got this big deal. It's a big record company. We had a big tour because it was with As I Lay Dying, Europe tour for 2 months.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We're like, we got a whole bus. We're like, yeah, cool. After that, it was like the mini tours. They didn't like throw us.
Oh, they didn't want to do the big one again?
Yeah, they were like, these guys don't fit, because we were like different. We weren't like, you didn't have nail polish and shit like that. You know, we're like, but
that's the thing about those guys, though. Yeah, like there was one time a guy from a record label came to one of the shows that we were at, and he talked to us afterwards, and you know, we're all dressed the way we dress, you know, and we play the way we play, and I think each member of the band was pretty unique, I would say, like from each other. Yeah. And the guy was like, you know, oh well, you know, you guys kind of gotta get a uniform look going.
So good.
You know, and I literally in my brain, I was like, that's such a faggy thing for you to say. Like, I can't even, like, what do you mean?
Unless you're like Slipknot or something, or a band where that's the motif is to be
but
like
that. Was
that.
the big thing
no
that time. Yeah, in the early 2000s, that was the big thing. So everybody was like the masks and the gimmick. It was like, we ain't no gimmick.
Right.
Bro. We're from Jersey. You know?
That's what they all wanted. They all wanted the gimmick. They all wanted the you know, the symbol.
We had to put black on for our album photo. We had to get all black. So we just wear like just black, you know, polos and shit, whatever. We're like, we're not gonna wear like the same exact outfit. That's a little gay.
Yeah.
No, when we were doing like the old school metal, like 80s and 90s kind of style. We were just wearing, you know, camel shorts, you know, cut off shirts. You know, I would wear gauntlets and stuff, and I wore a chain around my. I'd do certain things, you know, to stand out in the scene itself, you know. But we were just generally I would wear the same clothes to the store, you know, minus the chains and the gauntlet. But I'd wear the same t-shirts and all that stuff. And I remember we were on tour with a band. I can't remember their name. Really cool guys. They're out of California. They were like signed to an indie label, but they had backing as far as that kind of stuff. And we were able to jump on a leg of tour with them. But they were very unified. They all wore like the same kind of black, you know, outfits. They weren't like masks or stuff, no makeup, but they had this look to them, like this unified whatever. And it was funny because after we toured with them, the very next time I saw them doing promotionals, they were all dressed like us.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, like they were just like, we're done with this whole, you know, we're just gonna start dressing the way we want to dress. And we saw them, we're like, they kind of look like they're dressed like us now. Yeah. They're good guys. It's not like they ripped us off or anything, but it was nice for them to just break out of that, you know, mold of what they're trying to do and just be themselves.
Well, really quick, I want to say hello to Cursed Heart Creations. What's up, Cursed Heart? Thank you for being here, milady. We also have Hojo, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Hojo? Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate it. Nice to see you. We got Clippaverse. Hail Commandos. Sorry, I haven't made lately. Busy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Super Killers.
Clippa, you can miss a show, but I hope you're like running in place whenever Patrick reads the chat.
Yes, please. And also, Clippa and Ray Ray are going to be on the show next week to promote Super Killers. Johnny Rocket will not be on the show because he's a pussy and is afraid to come on the show where I control everything. So, you know, I'm just fucking around with him. And then we got Chris Fisk, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. What's up, Chris? Thanks for being here, man.
Nice to see you, Chris.
All right. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Scribe?
I don't remember.
I was about to say.
Sorry, man, go ahead, man.
That you know, especially when it comes to like those outfits and stuff in like record studios with like when they try to get you in those contracts, when they suggest stuff like that, they're usually trying to aim you at like a 50-50 contract. And they do that because they want you to spend more, because the more you spend, the less usually the money all comes back to them. And most bands that are about to make it big jump on that shit because they see some money, they see a chance, they think it'll be easier in one way or
You're
the
right.
other.
Yes, I saw the glitz and glamour. Oh, you get a video on MTV. Oh, really? Oh, let's sign it. Give me the paper. That's what I
end up with.
I swear to God, dude. I was like, give me.
Yeah.
He's right. He's right.
One of the when I had a chance to meet Chad Gray, who was a singer of at that time Hell Yeah, but also previously Mudvayne. He told us in a lot of, because we were told him like, man, we're doing all this, we're trying to tour, get noticed, we want to get signs, like all this kind of stuff. And he told me, he's like, dude, if you can stay independent, do that. Because he had a very poor outlook on the signed aspect. And he was like, all the red tape he would say that you have to get through to do certain things. And he's like, it stopped becoming, it's just different when you're independent. When you're signed, there's different things you have to deal with. He's like, if you can do anything that we're doing now independently, he's like, just continue doing that. I was like, okay. And from that point on, like, that's all we focused on, was being independent and touring and doing our own thing.
Really is the best way.
The funny part is it's probably the easiest, like literally right now, 2026 post COVID, it's probably the easiest it's ever been to be an independent rock band and be successful, with the internet and with,
pretty hard to gain a following. There's a lot of bands competition. It's
there I guess there are, but like, I got to be real with you. Most modern rock these days is like, it's fucking horrible. Like it's run of the mill.
Metal sucks too. Metal's horrible now too.
Yeah, I agree.
So like, that's what I'm saying is like, if you're making good fucking music that's unique and original, I feel like now is the best time that it's ever been. And a lot of us who like, I think a lot of us who grew up, being inspired by like, the 90s, the Seattle sound, all that stuff.
Obituary.
We had the most unique sounds of anybody out there, and we just weren't at a time when it was gonna, be like looked at positively.
Yeah. We came in at the end of this thing, like the
Good
Sopranos. We came in at the end, and it was over.
What were you saying, Matt?
Saying like, especially now, because you don't necessarily like the stuff that like studios give you access to, it gets out there, but you can do that on your own now.
Right.
Like, you get on X, get a following, go on YouTube, you start putting, your songs out there. Maybe you go on, not Instagram. What the hell's that other one?
TikTok.
MySpace.
Yeah, thank you. TikTok.
Good old days.
Maybe you get, a decent looking girl to go on TikTok and like do some stupid dance to one of your songs, and all of a sudden, people are doing that, not even knowing who the hell you are, and then your song becomes like. There's just so many ways that like before required a huge advertising budget just to get your name out there that you can just kind of go around.
And you don't even need a good-looking girl now. You can get an Indian guy with a good AI app, and you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do that, apparently.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, just recording music that sounds professional is so much cheaper now. Before, now it's go through all these channels.
Now, yeah,
we paid $5,000 to this guy who he passed away from cancer.
Oh,
so God bless his soul. But Matt Amelung, oh my gosh, he made the EP that we've got on YouTube. Some of you guys might have heard some of that. Like, it's fucking, I don't know. I think it sounds pretty like professional level. Like it sounds like,
I think it does. Yeah, it sounds really good.
And it's just like you can do that now for like a pittance of what you used to have to pay or sacrifice to get that quality. It's so wild. The technology is easier and cheaper, and now it's in our hands.
It's almost like a bit of a curse, though, because it's like that episode of The Twilight Zone where the guy wins every game of pool, and then he thinks he's in heaven, and he finds out he's actually in hell. Because we have like the accessibility of like, I can make my stuff sound perfect.
Yeah.
But then it's like, everybody has that ability now, though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I were, living in the 70s, like I feel like it's more rare to be a person who can go on stage and be a Jimi Hendrix. That's more rare. Like if you're that guy, you're gonna succeed. Whereas now it's like, 1,000 people in your neighborhood can pretend to be Jimi Hendrix, and it's at everybody's fingertips. You know what I mean? Like,
so that's what I mean when I say like now, literally right now is like the easiest time for actually talented, good, unique people to be able to make good music. Nobody's doing it, but like it's possible right now. But see, the thing is, and it's also interesting too because we're living in AI, and like people using AI music. I don't know, like you musicians.
Shit out of me, man. I hate
like,
it.
dude,
I hate
AI
it.
music is such fucking trite bullshit.
You can tell
so
it's all
bad.
like generic, real. Like,
Oh my god,
it's all
too
generic.
crispy. It's too perfect. Everything's like the drums. Oh, it sucks. Man.
Speaking of AI music, Patrick, I have something I want to share with you right now.
Oh god,
this is the Putin song.
Oh, I love this. I'm
see
rooting
this.
for Putin every day, baby. Let's watch this.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
There lives a certain man in Russia right now. He is small but white, in his eyes an icy glow. Ukrainians look at him with terror and with fear, but to Moscow peeps he is like the Russian bear. He could level half of Eastern Europe, full of brimstone, ash and fire. But he is also the kind of ally that China do desire. Vladimir Putin, head of Russia's war machine. He's like a mix of the USSR. Vladimir Putin, don't ever drink up his tea, combined with the modern day Tsar. But when his assassinations and his invasions and his iron grip on power took out more and more of his enemies, the demands to do something about this outrageous man became quieter and quieter. He rules the Russian lands like a modern day Tsar.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I love AI.
Brilliant.
It's insane.
Wow.
Patrick, bring this up real quick. Just because I was talking about it, I wanted to go out and find this. So I was saying that the drunkest I ever had on stage was at this show right here. And the only reason why I know about it is because this footage by a camcorder or phone was taken of it.
Awesome.
So I'm going to show you.
Make it full screen, please.
Make it full. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Awesome.
There we go. Let me make sure this is, because the audio is not the greatest with bass. So I'll show you how drunk I was, but I performed pretty well.
Can you turn it up?
Oh yeah. You tell me if it's too loud.
Yeah, turn it up.
I can turn it down if it's too loud.
There you go.
There we go.
Like I said, off of a phone.
Where you at?
I'm
there you are.
somewhere in the
I
back
see
drinking.
I see you.
Somewhere in the
back. You shit-faced already. Look at him.
Oh, I was, yeah, completely
Look at him.
tripping over my cord.
You don't look shit-faced.
I don't remember much of the show after this. This is the first song we did. And it was about this point where I checked out mentally.
Memories, man. Memories.
Amazing.
I love it.
I just started screaming. That's how you know I'm really drunk.
I was about to say that, like, the lyrics don't matter anymore.
Right?
Just keep screaming.
Wait, were you drinking still on stage? Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I was still, because I took that Jaeger and then somebody brought like a half of something, or I don't know, like some kind of whiskey on stage, and I was slamming it on stage as well. It was so stupid on that Norco.
Oh my god. Good stage presence though. A lot of metal bands just kind of fucking, you know how they just stand there
Yeah.
and they just kind of,
I hate
This
that.
was
man.
like a small stage. Like we didn't have that much room, but
I kind of like the small, middling sized stages better than big ones.
yeah.
I like the
It feels too
CBGB
empty.
stage. That was the
Like
best.
the
man.
stage is huge.
The smallest stage, one of the best sounds. The CBGBs.
Oh
Rest
yeah,
in peace.
hell yeah.
Rest in peace, CBs. Rest in peace.
Weren't they like bringing that back or something? Like someone bought the.
They bought the building and the rights. The owner sold the rights. Now it's a coffee shop.
Oh
Nice.
god.
I have a brick in my house in Jersey. I have a brick.
Oh,
in the
that's
building.
awesome.
Sweet.
the last show.
I actually liked it when it was a little bit darker like that instead of all the lights. I don't know why.
Yeah. With the smoke and everything. Or was that just your friends hitting the bong?
It's probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
No, it was the smoke machine they had up there.
Couldn't afford the smoke machine. Just put
I like smoke machines, man. They're fun. Smoke machines are good.
Dude, you're doing it. I mean, like I don't think anybody would have known that you were fucked up.
Yeah, nobody would know.
Yeah, it's because the way I performed was just.
Yes, I love the slow breakdowns, bro.
A little sludgy.
Yeah,
you guys said
all right. I'm sorry. I love when you got a fast song and then you slow it down. That's one of my favorite things of all time. Did you ever do the pig squeal, Joe?
No, because I never liked that. It was not my thing. I like the kind of more guttural stuff, or not the death metal or the pig squeal or the Cookie Monster. Grand
the Cookie Monster. What's that? I've never heard that one.
Like everybody would do it. Like the death metal scene, they did the same vocals that every band we played with were exactly the same.
Jimmy vocals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's just like I wanted to keep a little bit like it was aggressive singing, like like a Randy Blythe or Phil Anselmo or something like that. Like that's why I tried to portray. Granted, when I got drunker, I screamed a lot more just because I'm just up there. I'm like,
I think we played with Joe in Ohio. I remember I told you. I was like,
that's right, you did. And because we played in Ohio quite a bit.
It was a wild show, and I was in another band called Scarhead, and we played that show, and it was a huge brawl broke out, like the whole place. And
I wouldn't be surprised.
You guys played a different area of the club. It was a 2-4
Okay, that
club.
makes sense because I don't remember the brawl, but yeah, like
So it was a hardcore show up top, and it was a metal show on the bottom.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah,
I like. There was a couple places in Ohio that I enjoyed playing as we went through, throughout the years. It was a fun scene down there. It's funny because you realize there are different scenes in different states, which is why you went out to Oklahoma in the middle. It seemed like nowhere, and then the metal was huge out there. Like you came in there and people were they would come out to the bars, they come out to the shows, and everybody was just all about it. And you go to a different place where you think everything would be good and healthy scene, and hardly anybody would show up. It's weird.
But that's because in Oklahoma they got nothing to live for except for metal.
That's true. Shout out to my Oklahomites out there.
Damn, Patrick.
Is there any joy though, as the joy of starting a fucking mosh pit? I don't think there's anything more like that I've experienced in my life that I enjoyed more than that. The wall, yeah, we did a wall of death one time. We did the fucking we copied Story of the Year, if you guys know about them. We did a like we had people like do like a cyclone circle, like they're running around in a circle one time.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot of fun too.
First show I ever been to, I head walked, was Rollins Band when they first came out, and Corrosion Conformity. COC and Rollins Band.
Oh, COC, hell yeah.
I was the first, my uncle took me. I was like, what? What is this? What's going on, everybody?
Nice. No, what I loved when I was a front man is, one, I like talking, as you guys can tell. That's why I started doing the podcast thing. But I loved being on stage and talking. And it's like, we could perform as the band. We could do our songs and stage presence and all that stuff was there. But I really enjoyed the times that we would take the break and I could just talk to the crowd and just shoot the shit. And I never had a plan. It was off the cuff every single time. But you could make them make noise. It's like it was a power trip, right? Because you get up there and you're like, everybody make noise, and everybody just, hands in the air, whatever, show me your tits, that kind of shit. And it would happen, and you're just like, man,
some fat guy in the front is like, here you go.
Well, fortunately, that never happened to me. Mostly, it was all women of various ages,
hey guys,
sizes as well. But boobs are boobs. But it was the power.
Fat guys showing your tits.
That's the high.
There was grandmas. Yeah, there was some.
The high that you get on stage.
Hey, it's all good. It's all right. I can appreciate it all.
Having an entire crowd like react to you, the music as well, not just the talking. It's like it does give you a high. It really does. The cheering in certain moments.
Yeah.
The guitar solo.
It's a high in a big head. In a big head.
Well, giant head. But it's something you can't describe to anybody unless they've done it.
It's so true.
Unless they've experienced it. Like you can't describe that kind of high that you get from the crowd, whether it's big or small,
Best,
especially a
best
big
feeling in the
crowd.
world, man. Best feeling in the world when you play huge venues.
It's so
Thousands
amazing.
of people losing their minds. The stage is shaking. You get off stage, you're like, you still want to go, dude. You still want
exactly,
The crowd knowing you. If the crowd already knows you, and you come out and they cheer for you, bro, that's
even better. Yeah,
we played one show at Henry Fonda Theater in California. It was Scarhead House of Pain reunion because we were friends with those guys. It was the fucking wildest opening. I was so nervous. I never seen anything like that, bro.
That's awesome, man.
Right afterwards, you're like, could we go again? Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go out. Let's do something, bro. I'm psyched, you know?
Yeah, you get pumped, dude.
Dude, it was the best feeling, man.
I was one of those idiots who I was the front man of my band, but never got a big head. After every show.
Shit.
No, I'm serious. Before every show, I would spend 30 minutes by myself, and people would come up and try to talk to me, and I'd be like, "Leave me the fuck alone! Don't talk to me."
No,
why? That's the best time.
The 30 minutes before, I was like, "I need to focus."
You're the magnet, bro. You're the magnet right after.
And then afterwards, I would be like, "Don't talk to me. I gotta go smoke a cigarette."
Patrick Quinlan needs to think about his whole life before he gets on stage.
Legitimately, that's what I would do. I'd be like.
I was completely the opposite. I mean, I was social the entire night long, and especially right before the shows and right after the shows. We were good to go to hang out. A lot of the times right before the show, I'd be in the van getting head, so I'd be getting ready for the stage. But whatever chick was there, wanting to help me out. So yeah, I'm like, you can't do that when you isolate yourself, Patrick. No,
I know, but see, that's why I never I have in my opinion, and I'm incredibly harsh about my own performances. I have 2 times that I fucked up. The first time was the first time I ever played live, and that was because I drank a bottle of wine before going up there, thinking that would give me liquid courage. But instead, I totally fucked up. What's the song? Alice in Chains. It was I did a cover of it's Off Dirt. It's Down in the Hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I repeated, you know how you repeats 2 verses, one verse 2 times in that song? Well, I did it 3 times.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Totally fucked it up.
I actually just heard that song today.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Yesterday, 3 times.
I was on the Alice in Chains kick yesterday. I listened to the whole Unplugged album.
Yeah.
And then I was picking tracks throughout the different albums.
Dude, Sludge Factory. I didn't like that song before I listened to the acoustic version, and then I went back and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, yeah."
Frog. Remember Frog?
Dude. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Dude, Alice in Chains is amazing. Well, they were with Lane. The stuff with William Duvall is okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Good
ones
stuff still.
Like Phantom Limb off of The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here. That one's a pretty good one, I would say.
Their first album was good with William Duvall. The
Black Gives Way to Blue.
Yeah, that was a really good album.
Yeah.
We played with them in 2014 in Oklahoma, and they put on a hell of a show. Yeah, they just, I mean, I had never seen them with Lane Staley. And so I was like, it sucks I don't get to see him with Lane Staley, but we're gonna get to watch him because we're at the show. And that was the first time I saw the other guy sing with them, and I thought they did a fantastic job, and they sounded great. I mean, obviously it wasn't the same, but they put on a hell of a show, man. I was so impressed.
Yeah,
he pulled it off. I gotta give him credit. William Duvall, the new singer. I saw them when that album came out, Black Gives Way to Blue. I was like, fuck yeah, it was convincing.
It was good. Check My Brain. What a great song that is.
Oh, by the way, we got one in the back, Patrick.
Oh yeah, we do. So actually, this is
the birthday girl.
Speaking of metal, this person's got an incredibly metal intro. Let's introduce this person.
I will. I'll check it out. Hey Jay Bam. Hey Jay Bam. Jay Bama, whatever. Good morning. And apparently, Patrick wants me to say obvious. Oh shit! I done messed it up. Was it obvious? Obvious. Oh god, I'm gonna shut up. Damn you, Patrick. He's trying to get me to fuck up on saying that too. I said no.
Good evening, Katie. How are
you?
Happy birthday!
Welcome, the birthday girl. Happy birthday.
Salud.
Hey, hope I
Hey.
sound okay. I'm out driving right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's decent. Decent.
He's being nice. You sound horrible, but we'll accept it.
I'm
You
always
sound
nice.
scratchy. You sound
You sound like you're driving.
Yeah, I am. Actually,
Get off speakerphone, Katie. Oh my God.
Well, if I put it through the car, okay, let's test something out.
Yes,
okay?
test it.
Here we go.
Car speaker.
See if we can.
You notice this
Bluetooth
has,
it.
Sound like a
either
robot.
has to have it on speakerphone or put it through the car. She can't hold the phone up to her and drive with one hand like a man could.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
She's got to put it
Yeah.
down. Right.
Right.
Don't be mad at us.
This is why I keep earbuds on me all the time.
I can't.
I can't too.
Prove it. Prove it, lady.
Prove it.
Don't make me turn this camera on and show you, okay?
Do it.
I want
Do
you
it.
to do that.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just don't get in the crash, please.
Yeah,
Don't
please.
get Katie
Focus
killed.
on
safe.
the road,
That would
Katie.
be horrible.
Keep your eyes
What
on
happened
the
in this
road.
accident? They were pushing me to put on the camera.
Drive safe. We love you. We want you to live very, very long.
That is true. That's the top.
Not
Sounds
too
like a
long,
threat when
but
you
long
say it.
enough.
It's just
All right,
looking
well,
up.
It did sound like a threat.
Just a little bit.
I want you to live a very long time.
Very long time. We want you to live long
Oh,
I
you
time.
live
want you
long
to
time.
have very many
Oh,
birthdays, Katie.
You live a long time now, yeah?
Hey now.
Wow,
Hey now, if I can down a bottle within 2 hours of wine, I think I can survive driving.
I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I've heard.
Yeah.
How you
That
Good
feeling?
was
for the
the-
backers.
How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I was
That-
fine the next morning. I didn't have any problems. I was just really tired. So once I got the kids taken care of and all, as soon as they got on the bus, I put my ass back into bed and set the alarm, and I went to sleep for a little bit. So
There you go.
There you go.
Good. There you go.
yeah,
That was
Is
the
it-
clip of the week, by the way. Katie's, how many bottles of wine did you drink that night?
just one.
Really?
Yeah, that'll do it though.
Yeah,
That'll
I,
do it.
I showed everybody. It's my favorite wine local around here, and it's I only got one bottle. I've had that bottle for like 4 months. I haven't opened it. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna get backers tonight. I'll fucking chug this shit if someone's gonna back this great campaign.
There
And
we
that's
go.
what happened. And yeah.
Well, it's a good
That's
thing
how
that
you
you're a
do it,
lightweight.
You know, but we did great that night. We did really good, and I really appreciate everybody that came out and supported Super Killers. You know,
Yeah.
so
Hell
very
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, I end up
Yeah,
like
very, very
chipping Fund My Comic like freaking $60 because every time I went to back Super Killers, it would take my tip and not my money. So I
Oh,
would, like,
man.
the backing wouldn't go through. And it would be like, unable to back. I'd be like, okay, let me try this again. I put it in, and then like 10 minutes later, it's just like your transaction of $20 went through. Your transaction of $20 went through. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Why would that?
Well, speaking of which,
I've never had
that
a-
was the big announcement also this week. The new site being made called Back Me Bro.
Hell yeah.
The name,
Back me, bro.
But before we get to that, I would like to get to a current promotional thing. Not to cut you off, but I'm going to do it anyway. That we're talking about this evening. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it is Joe's
Oh, yeah.
Reaper Destroyer number 2, the preview edition. So, Joe, do you want to? I mean, I know you're sharing it right now, but do you want me to
Yeah.
share it and scroll through it, or do you want to scroll through it? It's up to you. I don't care.
If you want to scroll through it, that's fine. Less work for me to do, so I'm not going to
so then I'm
complain
gonna
about
take
less
this
work.
down, and I will share mine. So let us know, because some of the folks at home don't really know what's Reaper Destroyer all about.
What's anything all about? I guess.
Okay, Aristotle.
About him getting you to kill yourself.
Just tell us why you hate colors, Joe.
What because this is just a preview book, right? This is just it's almost like an ash can, except it's regular size. This is just a preview book of the issue 2 that's coming out. In this particular book, our main character Matt, who is trapped inside the supernatural suit of armor, is traveling to this dimension known as the Veiled Dimension, which I've explained it before. The Veiled Dimension is like a place that exists within everybody's consciousness. It's a place where your soul exists. This own world that you have kind of built, your subconscious has built, but it's also a place where other entities, other spiritual entities and stuff can inhabit. And if you aren't strong in soul or strong in character, you can get possessed through that ways. So the demon or the spirit of death, Apophis, who has been trying to possess Matt's soul throughout book 1, this is where he is at, because that's where Matt's soul is at. So Matt has traveled there to confront Apophis, to wrestle control of his soul, so he can get control of the armor and figure out what his place in this entire story is that's happening around him. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like kind of a mind trip. Drift into your own mind can be a scary place. It's kind of a fantasy, a little bit more of a fantasy angle I'm going with this issue than I did the first issue, which was a little bit more brick and mortar like you would see in a regular comic book. I really wanted to expand into more of a fantasy land where it can be trippy. You can draw fun stuff. So it kind of starts out like a little bit like, foresty, like Lord of the Rings or whatever. And the deeper we get into his psyche, the more kind of horrific stuff and trippy stuff we're going to see as he discovers more about who he is, as well as try to find a way to get control of his soul back from Apophis at this point. I call this like Alice in Wonderland meets Empire Strikes Back. And it all makes sense when you actually... Wow. So if you guys want to get a jump start on the actual book, which launches May 15th, back this today. Back this now, because we're shipping this out in December, and you get a chance to read about half the book, full pencils, all script, in December, while everyone else is waiting for the book to drop in 2027.
So are you like selling this penciled version so you can buy pens and ink and for the...
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's what it is being a art collector myself, and the things that I like about comic books it was what I tend to put out, right? So essentially everything I try to launch or put out, I'm making for myself, and I hope that everybody else enjoys it as well. But I always like the behind the scenes books that are out there, like DC's Unwrapped books with Jim Lee and David Finch and Greg Capullo. I've always enjoyed watching or reading books that are just the pure pencils of the penciler, the rawness of the book, the energy that it keeps, and then having that script so you can enjoy that version as you read. And I do want to do a full version of that book coming up, but I was like, what better way to just put like a preview book out there? I did an ash can back in like 2021 or something before I launched Reaper Destroyer issue 1, and it was very popular. A lot of people got it, people bought it, and they liked that little bit of a teaser, I guess you could say, before the actual book came out. So yeah, the regular book is fully colored, inked, all that good stuff. Like a regular comic book.
I love the design for his eyes. Eyes are a big thing for me, at least in comics, and I really love the way it obviously is reminiscent of Spawn, but it's also reminiscent of a lot of other things, but it's also at the same time very unique. There's like almost like it's almost like the Batman symbol mixed with Spawn, mixed with like the lines going down remind me kind of like of the Mandalorian mask, from Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. Yep, I can see that.
And like, I love this shot right here. That's fucking sick. Dude.
Thank you, man.
Especially with the tree framing him like that. That's so sick.
You know what I discovered is I really enjoyed drawing like this fantasy kind of style with like the trees and the forest and everything else I'm gonna get into, more so than I like drawing buildings, which is one of the reasons why I was like, issue 2 was supposed to actually go in a slightly different direction. Same story. It was going to be told slightly different. And I had this epiphany one day while I was finishing out issue 1 of because I was starting to get really inspired by fantasy art. We had some people on the show that had more fantasy, maybe even anime style of art, and I was like, man, this looks really fun to draw. And I was like, I wonder if I could take this story and put him instead of the direction I was going to, just change the settings and giving him opportunity to kind of go into this fantasy world while carrying this kind of modern sci-fi suit of armor, and put him into this environment. I was like, that might be kind of pretty cool, where everyone's used to seeing characters like this in New York or wherever, but cities, city elements, but let's take this character and put him into like this weird, fucked up, forest fantasy realm and see what that looks like. So I've had a lot of fun drawing this style of stuff. And I got a lot more to dive into when I get to the pages.
Speaking of that, Peter Gilmore, who is drawing River of Blood for me, he's also said that like he would rather draw 100 pages of wilderness than 1 page of a city. And that's not his exact quote, but my point is that do you feel like as an artist, like, because from my perspective, it would probably be more enjoyable and easier to draw the natural environment because there's no like, how would I put it? There's no rules, but the rule is like being organic.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So do you feel that when you're drawing it?
100%. Because with building the stuff, you have to have perspective, but you also have to have detail, like there's a ton of I mean, you can go very simplistic with buildings, which sometimes I do in background, just because like why sink a ton of energy into a lot of detailed background when it's going to get covered up by colors and get covered up by text, you know? So sometimes smaller panels, you go more simplistic, but when you're in a city, you got to constantly draw the perspective of the city. You constantly draw what a city looks like, what an alleyway looks like, what a rooftop looks like.
And
you know,
your
and there's
city
so
has
much
to be mathematically perfect as well. Like if you're off on any line or on any proportion in a building, it shows immediately. Whereas you can't really like make a mistake when you're drawing something organic like a tree. Or
right. And that's what I was going to say. Like, you know, you jump into the more fantasy realm, especially, you know, with this book, I'm not trying to draw exactly like what a tree would look like in real life. I'm trying to draw what a tree would look like in a fantasy world within your brain, you know, like within your subconscious. So it gives you elements to put different kind of designs on something organic and make it twist and bend in different ways. Yeah, I mean, but even if you look at trees in general, I mean, there's some funky looking trees that are just awesome to just look at the way that they've grown. And it just when you have that freedom to just draw lines and make a picture and keep that energy, I've had so much more fun drawing this issue so far than I did all of the first issue, which I really enjoyed, but just because of that freedom.
Yeah. Well, nature looks a lot more interesting than just buildings, because for the most part, the buildings, you know, there's a limitation on what you're really going to do with it. It's mostly rectangles, right?
Yeah.
And you're right. There's a bunch of trees out there that can be all twisted and gnarly, and you can get, you know, have fun with it and make it look like something like, you know, supernatural. So that's cool.
Yeah, I always feel like when drawing urban settings, buildings and such, you have to work twice as hard to get the mood across that you're looking for than when you're drawing like organic things, like, you know, trees and stuff. It's just, there's so much more to it in terms of just technicality.
Well, what I ended up doing with the first issue, because I was not really, even though my character, it takes place within New York City, I wasn't like really thrilled of having to be constricted to drawing New York exactly like it was. So I made my comic book in general, the world that it exists in has been heavily influenced by an immortal race known as the Elder Sons, and they've had technology from way back in the day. Like they were the people that created Atlantis and like all these great, you know, stuff throughout history.
No elder daughters, huh? Okay.
No elder daughters. No. Yeah, women exist. They were just, you know, like,
sorry,
you know,
Katie.
No, you know, it's like the race of man, right? It includes women, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's the elder sons, but it's, you know, women as well in there, you know. But they carried the technology throughout history, and, you know, so slowly gave it to modern man as they came along to help build stuff. So in my world, I can do something a little bit more, make the world, the city, a character within itself. I can add things you might not necessarily see in a normal city, because I have the backing idea that there's different technology in this world that we don't have in our world. So
yes,
it's all fantasy too. You know, break the rules.
Have you guys, has anybody here ever seen They Came Together with Paul Rudd and what's her name from Parks and Rec?
I don't think I've seen it. No.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We don't like gay romantic comedies.
Wait, what is it called?
Romantic comedy, but it is fucking hilarious.
What is it?
So funny.
They come together.
They come together.
They came together.
Came together. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because in the very first scene, it's Paul Rudd, and he's like, you know, he and Amy Poehler are talking about how they got together. And he's like, oh, you know, well, actually, the city of New York was almost like kind of a character in the story. And
oh, like, nice.
as he drinks his wine, it's like they keep hitting on that same joke. But I think of that every time somebody says, oh, the city is, you know, it's like a character in its own right in the story, which I say myself for the version of Moscow that I have in my comic book. But I was wondering if any of you guys knew that reference. I guess nobody does.
Yeah, I didn't know it, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm sure that movie was the first time that's been said, Patrick.
Guys, you have to watch that movie. It is hilarious. It is so funny.
I like Paul Rudd, though.
It is like a straight up comedy. And while it might be a romantic comedy,
is it better than I Love You,
very
Man?
funny. Is it better than what?
I Love You, Man.
I actually never watched that.
What?
But it's very much like Airplane, is the way I would say. Like it's
like
that kind of humor where it's like, you know, puns and like wordplay, and it's very, very funny.
Okay.
Believe me, it's not a gay thing. I promise. Let me say hello to some folks in the chat here. We got Grosku, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Grosku? Thanks for being here, brother. Nice to see you. We have Gray cloudy day. What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, bro? We got Jeremy Burtsart. What's up, Jeremy? Thank you for being here. We got G Dash. He says, sorry, getting outed was not enough to get the EVS cover. At least you got second place. Thanks. Thanks, G Dash. No, G Dash is a great supporter. He's a good guy. Thank you, G Dash. I appreciate it. And we've got OVR 101. What's up, brother? Thanks for being here. Hail, funky little trees. Hail, CG. Yes, sir.
Hail.
Yes, sir.
Happy little trees.
So, Joe, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Reaper Destroyer. What's the origin? How did you arrive at that? Because to me, that's one of the better names. Because obviously, the title of a book is a lot. You know, it matters a lot.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, that's solid. It's has a good look visually, and it sounds good. But what's the story behind that?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Reaper Destroyer was an idea that came to me. Tiki say they just backed the Reaper Destroyer 2 preview. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That is awesome. Back in 2005, I don't know when I first created the character, I was really big into the book Hunter Killer by Mark Silvestri at Topcom. Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I was really big into Silvestri at that time. And I was like, I like the idea that the title of the book had two names to it, and it had something to do with the story as well. And I don't know why, but the name Reaper Destroyer popped in my head one day out of nowhere as I was just sketching this character. Before I had a name for the character or anything, I was just drawing, because back in the day, all I used to do was just draw, and I would just design without any thought and process of what I was doing, why I was doing it. I would just design and just see what, quote unquote, spoke to me, and kind of go from there. And the name popped in my head. And I was just like, Reaper Destroyer. I was like, that's kind of cool. It's like you said, it's unique. You don't really like hear that name, and it almost kind of throws you for a loop the first time you hear it, but the more you say it, the more it kind of just sinks in, and you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty badass. And it
rolls off the tongue too.
Thank you. And so I mean, like, it's just, it's unique in that aspect. I think it's unique in the space. The costume was very much designed out of many different influences. I've talked about this before, that people see the character and be like, yeah, it looks like Spawn, the Darkness, Moon Knight, but there was actually about 23 different characters that inspired me for the costume of the character. And I just poured in, much like the entire book, the entire story is just all the influences I ever loved growing up, whether it was comic books or movies or conspiracies and things that I got into over a lifetime before I sat down and really finalized this book, went into the design of the book, design of the character, the story, everything. So if I liked a certain character, I was like, I really like how, the gauntlets of this character look. I'm going to do a kind of a gauntlet style on the character, all the way down to certain markings on the costume. I don't want to give it away because I keep saying I'm going to have a contest to see if everybody can look at that and pinpoint the 23 different characters that I used to put this together. And I sat down and counted it, and it's 23 different characters.
You have a list
that
of
influenced me.
characters.
I do. Well, it's up here. Everything is up here, Patrick. That's how I work.
You don't have a written list?
No, I got to write it out, but
okay. Well, now I guess my Indian guys can't find it on your computer.
Yeah, no, that's how you keep it a secret, man. That's how you keep it a secret. You can keep it all up here.
Your Indian guys can't even find your own files on your computer.
Patrick. Yeah, you're right. What am I paying them for?
Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that.
Sir, please pay us more. We will get that list. We've got Tiki the Mighty. He says, just backed Reaper Destroyer #2 preview.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Tiki the
Thank
Mighty.
you so much.
Tiki.
Shout out to Tiki.
Can I ask you a question that you don't have to answer, Joe?
6.5 inches.
No, that's not the question.
Oh shit! Sorry. Let's just. I'm used to being asked that. I don't know, so I just put it out there.
Wow, that escalated quickly. No, so the trails coming from his eyes.
Yes.
Again, you do not have to answer this question.
On the design,
are those indicative of tears?
No, they're not. But that's it. I should go with that. Maybe I'll just steal that thought process and
Joe,
I could put that in there.
Okay.
Power sets.
That's a great question.
The power set it's a really complicated thing because the armor itself has a certain power set that he doesn't quite know how to control yet. So it allows him to have certain vulnerabilities from certain attacks, usually pretty much like human attacks and stuff like that. He doesn't really have to worry about. He's a little bit more susceptible to more spiritual entities and ancient entities of that nature. But he's able to make crude metal weapons, and or in the book, he forms a gun at one point, but he can do all these
metal,
things
like anthrax, or like, what do you mean? Like,
yeah, like blades, like blades and stuff. He can form certain blades.
Okay.
Think of like Carnage, but like in a metal aspect.
Yes,
he can do
that's
with his gauntlets.
Even I know that, Patrick. You were.
I was making.
Damn.
Oh, woman, it was a joke.
Even I know that, you idiot.
Wow.
Get it together, Patrick. What are we doing here? Get it
She
together.
sure showed you, Patrick.
Did Katie go to the hood for a couple weeks and come back? What's going on?
Love
Katie,
it.
you should really be the host of this show, Katie. Honestly.
I know. I should.
Great. Now he's got to go cry.
So hold on. So Joe, he forms like metal blades from his body or his hands. Is that the whole thing?
Yeah, and from his
He just went to go
gauntlets and
smoke a
stuff.
cigarette.
In the book, he forms.
Patrick goes to cry once a week.
Let him talk, guys. Let him talk.
He can also form guns or whatever, which you saw in the first issue that he does, but he doesn't know how to control the armor. So every time he kind of gets pushed to a limit, he kind of taps into the armor a little bit and something pops up that aids him in a fight, but he doesn't quite know exactly how to control it, how to keep it, or how to bring it back. That's one of the things throughout the story he needs to learn how to do. Now, that's one aspect of the character. The second aspect is that there's a character within his head, the ancient spirit of death, Apophis, who was trying to possess his soul, like I said earlier. He's got a power set in himself, just being the powerful spiritual entity that he is. He's like one of the more powerful spirits of death that are out there. Now, when he takes control of the armor, he can use his powers as well, which is a lot more, I don't want to say cosmic, you know what I'm saying, but a very super aspect. Like he can fly, he's got super strength. He's got the ability to rip people apart with just like his minds. A lot of things that he can do when he's unleashed. 6.5 inches. Yeah.
So it's like two different personalities in a way?
Yes, exactly. There's a dual. So the whole idea of the book was to kind of do like a kind of in a sense like a buddy cop aspect where you have two characters that are opposed to each other
in
the brain.
Oh, that's cool.
Now Matt controls the outward body when he's conscious and he can handle that stuff. The only time Apophis can take control is if Matt is unconscious and or if there's something going on within the mental state of Matt who's taking him away from controls and put him into a different place. Then Apophis can take control and wield his power through the armor. But it's a kind of a back and forth because they're not friends. They're not teammates. They are very much enemies, or at least how this book starts is they are enemies because Apophis's whole goal is to take over and possess Matt's soul. And if he takes over and possesses Matt's soul, what happens to Matt? Well, he's not going to be there anymore. Is the whole point. So Matt is trying to wrestle control and make sure that he's not dying so he can at least figure out what's going on. Because in Matt's mind, he only has about 9 months worth of memory from the time he woke up imprisoned in this armor. So there's a whole mystery of how did he get there? Why is he there? Why is Apophis there?
Cool.
The entire book is very much a whodunit kind of thing, but it's a slow burn to discover that as we go through the mystery. And I designed it so that the reader is going through Matt's eyes. So when he's discovering the world, you as a reader is discovering as well. So take this as for chance. You wake up not remembering who you are, and you were thrust into this world. And in this world around you are monsters and demons and immortals, and everybody's after you for whatever reason. You don't know why. And oh, by the way, you've been endowed with this armor that can do very spectacular things if you know how to do it. And you have a demon that's trying to possess your soul. That's a lot to be thrown
go
into.
Somewhere different when you said you were endowed.
Well, he's endowed. I said 6.5 inches. I like to base a lot of characters on myself, but in that aspect. I don't like to brag,
fair,
but
that sounds cool, man. I like the inner conflict with the two. It's like a second story, like a different subplot. Their inner conflict, what's going to happen? Yeah, it's great, dude.
It's a fun element to be able to bounce around between the characters because although Apophis enjoys kind of tormenting Matt throughout the issues and stuff, and likes when Matt fails and gets angry. He also is relying on Matt because in a certain way, if Matt dies in this real world, then Apophis has to return to whatever realm he came from. So he can't,
So they both need each other, basically.
They are forced to need each other. Yeah. So, they can be opposed to each other. They can fight and they can do all this kind of stuff. But in the end, they have to work with each other to figure out what's going on because everybody in this book has their own agenda. And that's what I like about it. Like there's a couple different stories going on in issue 1. And I'm telling 2 different stories right now that and there's a third story that's going to kind of branch out, but they're all going to come together at the end, and there's a point to it. But you follow characters that seamlessly have nothing to do with each other, but they do, and it's fun to bring it all together and see how that all comes together.
Well, that's enjoyable for audiences to see. Like when, at least me personally, when I see like, you know, apparently a random story that appears, you know, and then at the end it all kind of wraps back together, kind of like a Seinfeld episode almost. That is like top level writing. So it's fun to see that kind of stuff.
In the book, there's a character named Victor Reigns who is actually my favorite character, and he probably reflects more, maybe not more of me, but I based him on more. He's an elder son, so he's one of the older mortals still alive in the world. He runs the whole western side of the world.
They're all white, right?
They're all white. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
Thank God.
Of course.
I want to back the book now. That's why Joe has no colors in his book, Patrick.
That's right. There's a point. There's a reason, you know.
Shit. I love it.
But in the book itself, when you introduce him, or when I introduce him in the book, he's kind of watching the events of the first scene of the book through a drone or whatever, and he's aware of Reaper Destroyer, and you get a sense that there's a reason why he's aware of this character, but it's kind of brushed off in a little bit. It's just like, hey, this is going on in New York right now. Oh, by the way, in Antarctica, we've uncovered this pyramid, this temple of this character, Vanessa, you know, which is his main goal, right? So his story,
in Antarctica, huh?
Oh yeah, have to. Yeah. Like I said, some conspiracy stuff inspired the story. You know, that I'll get into more as we go down the line and stuff.
So this Vanessa in Antarctica, does she burp when she talks or not?
No, I would say probably not. Like, I mean, she's not
I'm definitely backing this book now.
Yeah, and she's hot as fuck, but she will kill you. Just know that.
That's okay, as long as it doesn't burp. She can.
Yeah,
kill
no. I think there's no burping, no farting with this character.
No farting, no queefing.
No queefing, you know, just it's, you know, fairly normal. But in the book, you know, he's on his own mission. He's going to Antarctica to resurrect this ancient being that has the ability to destroy all of mankind. And it's like, what is his purpose of doing that? What is going on with Matt at the same time? So I want to tell multiple different stories and bring them all together and tell you why they interact and why we are doing what we're doing. Some of the feedback I found out with the first issue that I've listened to, and I try to listen to anybody who wants to give me feedback and critiques, whether it's positive or negative, I'm all open for it. But some people didn't like that aspect because it was just like, it was too much of like a mystery, because you really read issue 1 and you're not going to get a giant sense of exactly what's going on because there's a mystery for a reason. You're supposed to be in the dark, just like Matt's in the dark. So there's a lot of stuff you get thrust into a fully fleshed out world, it seems like, and it almost seems like it's not issue 1, it's like issue 2 or 3 or 4, right? Because it just puts you right into something that is already happening. I kind of took inspiration from remember the beginning of The Matrix?
Yes.
Where it's just you get right into this action scene with this character that seems like they have some kind of superpowers. You don't know anything that's going on.
Trinity.
Right, yeah. And then you get to the character as he's kind of being woke up and, you know, discovering this real world.
Neo.
Yeah. I kind of took inspiration from that a little bit. Like, I want to put the audience into this world that already exists fully. There's already players in place doing their thing, and you as the main character are discovering it for the first time, and now you got to navigate yourself through it instead of just being like, so-and-so did this, and this is where we're at, and this is why we did this, so here we go, fully fleshed and laid out for you. And it very much is designed to be a mystery.
Yeah, the Quentin Tarantino approach.
Yeah, kind of like that too. Yeah.
Start it in the middle and then build up the answers as you go. Nice.
And when you say Matt's in the dark, are you talking about Matt Rumor because he hasn't backed the book yet?
Could be. Yes.
Matt, you're wearing a suit. We can all tell you're loaded. What's the deal?
Wow. There you go.
Dude. Put me on the spot, huh?
No, just kidding.
Matt Rumor, because I know Matt has to leave soon.
Yeah.
So I have to share this because it is it's short.
That's right. I'm
Patrick.
sorry. You meant EST. Oh, I'm a fucking retard. I'm sorry, Matt.
Wait, he has 4 minutes, guys. Relax.
No, I thought he meant. I'm sorry. I'm CDT. My bad. I really want to apologize.
This is very brief. But here is the burning question. The burning question here is entity, or is there some kind of connection between Matt Rumor and this individual here?
I have no idea who that is.
What is happening?
Oh, that's the dude who makes fun of
Hey,
what's
serious
it, Ginger
man.
Wolverine.
Oh, that's a serious man?
It's
Oh, yeah,
serious
it's a serious
man.
man. Yeah. Awesome.
That's great.
Now, we will most likely be at for the fan fest, so we're gonna have to take a photo.
Oh
That's
yeah,
awesome.
a group photo with this guy.
That's what's up.
Oh shit!
Same guy, confirmed.
He's the best.
That
Not
was-
even close. It's not even close, man. What are you talking about?
Matt, what the hell are you doing?
Oh,
Oh, I am actually legitimately Matt. I thought when you said 10:30, I was like, oh, sick. We've got 2 hours with Matt, and I realized you're EST and not CDT. So
yeah, you're in the middle of the country or something, right?
here we have, ladies and gentlemen, the For the Fans Fest Fund My Comic page. Matt, take it away. Do you want to control the page, or do you want me to control it? It's up to you.
No, do it because for whatever reason, whenever I pull it up, it like makes my stuff like freeze out after like a minute of talking.
Okay. Well, here we have the beautiful Dan Lawless icon here. So
yeah,
beautiful.
so yeah, we got a convention coming up. You know, October 16th to the 18th at Harrah's Resort. It's gonna be you know, it's the first ever convention from our movement, but it's gonna go beyond that. The goal is to make this like the place for independent comics, like a place where fans can go and just know that they're gonna find the best books out there. But we're also trying to go above and beyond a standard convention. So, the first night, we kicking things off with the first ever live Warlock Comic Award banquet dinner.
Hell yeah.
As you can, so, if you want to get in on that, you'll be sitting shoulder to shoulder with people like Joe Sontag and Ethan Van Sciver and all the other pros at a 3-star gourmet steak surf and turf dinner with an open bar. We're gonna film it, so you're gonna get on stream. It's gonna be awesome, and the Warlock Awards, it's voted on by fans, so it just kind of helps us get.
I heard those
out
are
there.
rigged though, Matt, because Patrick is like apparently winning Writer of the Year or something.
Oh wow.
I abstain from anything of that. But also, I'm trying to give you guys.
That's right. You're gonna get $40 in your PayPal later tonight. So thank
There
you.
you go. Yeah, pay to play, baby. Pay to play.
Yeah.
But we got all sorts of cool merch and stuff for you here to represent.
Yes, those lighters. I want those lighters.
Yeah, those lighters
that's
are fucking
the
sick,
actual
dude.
lighter right there. Both of those. We got one with the Dan Lawless art, one with the Bacillus Lolas art. When
Nice.
Joe Sontag gets me his art, we have his art coming on a shirt.
Wait, I got to buy 3 lighters now?
Yes.
Look, just you guys, just so you, like Matt says, my art's gonna be coming on a shirt. My art comes on everything. Just so you guys know. All right.
I want the shirt that has Joe's face on it. Where's the shirt that
Yeah,
has
we can-
Joe's
if there's a
face?
demand for this beautiful,
Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
Post the Joe
Shit.
shirt.
Dude, you should unironically print these.
We should do that.
Tell those
Oh,
at
man,
your table.
back when I
Tell
with
those at your
hair.
table.
Look at that.
Look at that guy.
Dude,
Clean
people would come
cut.
up to you like, "Hey, man, what's your shirt all about?" You're just like, "You wouldn't get it."
Oh, Joe's from Michigan. Look at this guy.
So we got the shirts, we got the lighters, and the bottle openers. Those are made by Based Art Department. Ben there from them.
Yes.
That's our schedule right there for the 3 days that this event will be going on. That's what they look like. They're on stainless steel, but they're jet matte black.
You have to get the bottle openers or else you're going to be sober all weekend, and you definitely don't want that.
We got the pint glasses. We got those lighters. So if you go to the Graham Nolan cigar party, light them in style. If you're drinking with John Malin,
Black and
pops and
mild.
tops in style. You got the shirts to represent. We got tickets on sale at the top there, with our exclusive room rate. So just understand, when events and things go on, these hotels sell out, the prices go up. On average, on weekends, those prices are hitting roughly right now about $300. But the closer you get to our event, the closer you're going to get to the busy season for hotels.
Oh yeah.
So we lock you down for like $350 and change for all 3 nights all together.
Which
But
is
we have
amazing.
Hell of a deal.
single day
Yeah.
tickets
for a
with that
hotel
rate.
like that. Holy shit!
Yeah.
We got the single day ticket in there if you only want to come to the convention for 1 day but stay at the hotel, and we have the multi-day ticket which will get you the whole weekend. And then we have a high roller package which gives you all of this: your spot at the awards, all the merch, all of it in one clean package. And
Where's
then
that one? Here it is.
Ethan
This
Van
one.
Sciver's
All right.
working on
This one. There we go.
Yep, that's just everything. And then the
High
only thing we haven't
roller,
talked
baby.
about was that Ethan Van Sciver is working on a Kings United print for us.
Mhm.
As soon as he gets done with what he's doing with his current Rainbow the Brute pages that he's working on.
Well, I
the
mean, he's
box.
got to kind of do a cover for me first too. So you know.
Yeah, but so you're gonna have a limited run print that's only gonna be available.
That's
Well,
totally
ain't you just special, Patrick?
No,
Like, we
no,
don't give a
I love how Matt was
Just
like,
skip
yeah,
right
well,
by that,
anyway.
Listen, for the
Look,
fans,
I'm sure your cover will be great. It's
It's all Matt.
His
I'm
art
kidding,
is
bro.
incredible. Everything he's gonna do for everybody is great.
for the fans fest needs to happen,
It does.
and I need to
Oh, it's
emphasize this. Matt, I'm going to
Yeah.
pitch this a little bit briefly.
Go for it.
The deal on why'd you take that down? Leave it up.
I only. Oh, God. I
Drop
just
the
wanted
ball.
to focus on you.
I'm pitching. I'm pitching
He's
this.
just
for
an
the fans
avatar.
fest.
We want to
Need
see the
Patrick.
crowdfund.
Listen,
Patrick, quit fucking up. You're holding
Wow.
Comicsgate back.
Damn.
Katie, you should be
Everybody who wants
the
to
you should
be-
be the new leader of
Okay.
CG Commandos, Katie.
Katie's
all
rough
right, guys.
I should.
Let him
pitch
take it away. Let him take
simmer
it away.
down. Simmer down now. Everybody who wants to actually be at this event needs to move on this, because Matt mentioned that the room rate the whole weekend is $350. That's a fucking steal. It's time to move on that. The Warlock Award night, $100 for the night. That includes the meal, right, Matt?
No, the Warlock, yeah, that gets you your table, the open bar, your 3-course dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
there at
you get the meal
ceremony.
too. So
Yeah.
you might. How the fuck would you not go
ranch.
to? Yeah, why would
The
you not
meal,
go
like,
to the Warlock
the meal
Awards?
includes like
Jesus
3
Christ.
forks. Just so Katie knows, you have 3 forks. You have the salad fork, the dessert fork, and the main
Wow.
meal fork. You can tell which ones are which by the number of teeth
The number
they
on them?
have.
Let's
We'll put
let
no numbers on them.
Let Carbon preach. Let Carbon preach.
Yeah, let's finish up. Let's keep it appealing. By the way, you don't have to sit next to Katie at the Warlock
You
Awards.
don't
show,
have to
okay?
eat right.
Yeah, but
You're
you,
gonna get a nice
you have to pay
fucking
extra,
3-course
Carbon,
meal.
if you don't sit near Katie, right?
To watch her pour ranch all on this beautiful dinner, all 3
Oh.
meals of it.
You can save that for after the dinner. But anyway, yeah. So the room rate, we need to move on that now. The Warlock, $100 for that is fucking worth it. And then I gotta be honest, this merch looks awesome.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
all this fucking merch. Dude.
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
even the high, if somebody can afford the 500, like that gets everything. The $500 is a
All
high
of it.
roller that gets
Yep,
everything.
all of it.
And the
And then all
room.
of it.
And the room
And the
rate.
shirts, the lighters, the room rate, the Warlock Awards, the print, all of it.
It's
Are
kind
the
of like,
hookers
actually, that's a
included or are
fucking
they
great deal,
extra
dude.
with the
The what?
ring?
I'm sorry?
The hookers.
The hookers. That's between you and them.
But anyway, I was saying that's actually a really good deal, the 500, because the fact that you're getting the room rates included with that, the Warlock Awards, and then all the merch too, and the print. Yeah, like I might actually do that. So-
I think I've actually sold more of the high roller than just about anything. I think. right now.
Really?
That makes sense. Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
I would have
every
backed the
like
high
2 days.
roller.
I think I've been selling one of those, so it's been going well.
Yeah,
I
we
would have
need
backed the high roller, but I know that I'm going to be paying you later for the actual room and the the like all the other stuff as being a creator with the table and all that. So I got I think I got at least 1 or 2 of the shirts, and then honestly, if you had just the straight up Joe Sontag face shirt,
Yes.
I would pay for that, bro. Like, just give it to me.
And I was pretty high when that picture was taken too. Look at my eyes.
Look at your eyes.
Look at my.
You're like,
You look
bro.
very happy and hungry,
bro.
I want McDonald's.
Are those
bro.
Cheetos, bro?
My wife went through. She grabbed that pic. She like looked up Joe. She found that pic. She's like, if I put this on here, I bet you that'll get him to get that artwork done quicker.
There you go.
I'm like, I don't know, Joe.
And again, he's in black and white, folks. No colors. I'm just saying, there's a pattern here.
It's actually a decent looking shirt, though. I gotta be honest.
No, but like, even if you're a creator who's going to be there, you should still back this because, look, again, everybody, like, if you have a good enough business sense, you understand there is an aspect of pay to play, like, and so you've got to, like, this is a big thing for Comicsgate, this, for the Fans Fest, and so we've got to do everything we can to make this a reality, because if it's a reality, once it becomes a reality, I mean, my main focus is to just shit on trolls. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you guys. Like, we won and you didn't. That's just because I'm a vindictive son of a bitch. But outside of that, this is a huge thing for independent comic books, and Comicsgate, obviously, in particular. And so this is something that we really, really have to back to the best of our ability amongst all the things that we're trying to back. Obviously, after Reaper Destroyer preview number 2. But
this isn't even everyone, like the banners. That's not even everyone who's signed up so far.
Yeah,
like, I have industry pros who are coming.
That's what I was going to say.
Have their faces on the crowdfunding,
the campaign.
Can you reveal any of those people to us right now, or no?
No, they literally. I can put them on the website, but they were like, do not mention me. They don't want the drama that comes with
right, because this is geared towards CG. Your actual event it's industry wide, but like this particular event, this is for CG. So there's going to be a lot more creators there besides just CG. So it's going to be an awesome convention in general. You guys don't want to miss. Like you definitely want to do it. And I don't know what Matt's planning on doing, what we can or cannot do, but I want to figure out something fun to do if you visit my table. To come over, we're gonna do something fun when you guys come to the table. But I gotta check with Matt to make sure, what I can and cannot get into at the table. So
far, the only things I've heard from people that I can't do are dunk tanks. Although there was talk of midgets, and I'm like, if there's midgets, you can throw them at a dartboard.
No Eric July dunk tanks.
Fuck.
Dunk tank would be great though.
That'll be if we have some guy in blackface and it's a dunk tank.
Just go to the table. Hey,
sorry, that was probably too far. I would like to apologize.
To anybody who's listening to this, you don't want to miss this event. You will regret it.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone in CG that you're familiar with is on the roster to show up. The Commandos will be there. So that's Pat. Sorry about the motorcycle.
Okay.
You hear the motorcycle in the back?
I'm more upset that you called me Pat and not Patrick, but okay.
Wow.
No, I was about to say Patrick. I got cut off.
Oh yeah, sure.
By the motorcycle.
Patrick will be there. Frederick's flying down from Canada.
What? I'm driving down. What are you talking about flying? I'll be driving all the way down. I don't know if
better.
It's either going to be a
look at that
Volkswagen.
Beautiful. Real quick, look at that beautiful Good Morning Comicsgate logo.
I'm not done yet, Katie.
Me neither. I was interrupting
Carbon. As well.
Hey, guys. Well. Okay, before you finish, Carbon, Matt does have to go.
I actually have to get one state over. I have a show I have to do. So
thank you, Matthew, for being here, brother.
Yeah, bro.
I was like on here.
We're gonna keep supporting it and promoting
Love you, Matt. Thanks for putting this together, Matt.
Have a good night, man.
All right, let's keep talking about this.
All right, what were you saying? I mean, Carbon.
I was just finishing my sentence, which is the Commandos will be there. Patrick, Frederick, and myself. And
Scribe.
And the leader of the Commandos, Katie did.
Oh, yeah, no, Scribe, you confirmed that you're going too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and so we're going to do a panel.
And you guys have to keep into perspective that this is the first ever. So if you want to tell your children and your grandchildren that you were at the first ever for the Fans Fest event, this is it. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's cheap. Like the whole shebang is like less than 0.007 Bitcoin. Come on, folks.
And who knows? There might be fights out in the parking lot.
Wow.
There probably will be.
I'm just kidding.
Listen,
Or
this
am
is
I?
going to be a very, very fun event. And besides the event itself, and besides the convention, like I said, there's going to be a lot of people there that have tables, and you can, do the normal convention thing, come to the tables, have a good time. I'm going to try to find something fun to do when
That's
you
a
guys
good
come
idea,
and visit
Joe.
Superior Press.
If you go to Joe's table, you'll have 6.5 inches of fun.
That's exactly what you will have. Now, we can't really do it in public. You're going to have to come to the back room with me, but we'll figure it out. We'll negotiate when you get
Have
there.
a little tube in the back.
Negotiate.
So don't worry. Don't worry about that. We'll take
a little
care of it.
hole in a little tent. You know?
Yeah.
Right?
But besides
Put it
all
like
of that,
this, the stalls in the bathroom have holes drilled into the walls.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
But Joe,
yeah.
you're leaving out a very important detail, though.
Oh
Yes, sir.
God! What
If
is
you're
that?
saying 6.5.
Yes.
We gotta say 6.5.
Oh, here we
thick.
go.
Oh my god.
Got you. That's the key, right?
Around.
6.5 thick.
The radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord have
It's not the
mercy.
circumference.
Is it Clydesdale? What's going on?
Carver, are you drunk?
I've been drinking, yes.
Okay.
Oh God! Let me say hello to some folks, ladies and gentlemen. We got JJ Trujillo, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, JJ? Thanks for JJ.
Monsieur JJ, how are
I
you
really
doing,
hope
sir?
to meet you for the Fans Fest, JJ. I understand that you like to keep your anonymity. I do appreciate that, but brother, I really hope you're there, man. It'd be amazing if you were there. We've got Zombie Boy, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What's up, Zombie Boy? Obviously, Zombie Boy. I want you also to be it for the Fans Fest. Be there.
That's right.
Please. We got Jimmy the Lumberjack. Hey, General Q in the panel and chat. Thank you, Jimmy the Lumberjack. Thank you. Jimmy,
Jimmy.
you don't have to go for the Fans Fest. You can stay at home.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Obviously.
How rude.
Please. And we have Wilberforce Wooster. Greetings, PQ
Yeah.
and panel. Thank you, Wilberforce Wooster. Thank you for being here. All right. I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just going to say, think about this. Besides all the stuff that has to do with the convention, outside convention hours, so many meetups, so many hangouts, they're going to be going on. It's just going to be a fun weekend. Comicsgate Central. We get to meet a bunch of people we've never met in real life, in person.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking to the most, is actually hanging out with you guys, hanging out with other people I've streamed with, never met in real life, and just, being there. I think it's going to be a great event. I don't think anybody wants to miss this. So I would like to see this well promoted and people backing this, and let's make this thing happen.
And you'll be right in the middle of the city of Atlantis, which is how cool is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time, guys.
Beautiful New Jersey. Now, Katie was gonna say something. Now she can go.
No, she wasn't. Headless Bourgeoisie says no dunk tanks, but there will be a Patrick Q cuddle puddle. No, if you come over to my table, what I'm going to make you do is I'm going to make you do at least 10 push-ups.
Should we put the Commandos?
Every person who buys a comic book from me, I will do 10 push-ups with you, and you have to do them with me. I promise.
And
you.
if I see you, I'll
That's
make
my
you do
promise.
14 Canadian push-ups.
What are Canadian push-ups?
It's the same as US push-ups, except it's 4 more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Katie left. Katie,
Katie.
don't do that. I was.
She probably
You
dropped
made her
connection.
cry. You
Probably
broke
what
her
it was.
heart, Patrick.
Yeah, she was trying to talk, trying to be a part of the show.
Yeah, this is gonna be
You
this is
know?
gonna be fun. Afterwards, it's gonna be a fun hangout. Atlantic City's got a lot of cool places to go.
It's going to be a great time.
Katie will be there too.
That's right.
Most likely.
If
I'm
you guys
going
want to have a
old-
wholesome night with me, I'm not going to be going to any strip clubs or fucking casinos. Okay, we can just
We'll
fucking
stay
get
inside
ripped.
the hotel. You got everything.
No,
in
yeah,
there.
we can get ripped on alcohol and weed, and then
I'm gonna have a hotel party on the Saturday, so everybody come to that.
Oh,
I don't know what's
got
gonna happen, but
You
let's
got
do
it. I'll be there.
Old school. No, at my table, I'm gonna hand out beads. We're gonna go back old school, like the band days. We always had beads at our table, so I'm gonna hand out. You
Yeah.
gotta do something to get
He's
them.
really going for that Native American audience, isn't he?
Wait,
Huh?
not anal beads, though, right, Joe?
Anal beads, whatever,
Anal
man. We can-
Oh,
maybe not the anal beads,
My
like the
own.
good kind of beads, Mardi Gras beads,
Gonna have to
Let's
set
spice
some
it up a
rules
little
for
bit.
myself.
It's going to be exciting, folks. You never know what's going to happen in this event.
Yeah, it's kind of honestly, I think it's gonna be wild.
yeah.
I think it might get a little crazy, to be
Maybe
honest.
people we really want to see in person. Like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Face to face now.
We'll have a whole new opinion of each other after it's all said and done.
Oh yeah, you know that's gonna happen.
I feel like some conversations are going to go very differently than they would if they were online. You know what I mean,
bro? Way different.
Like, oh, hello, how are you today, sir? Nice to meet you.
What's going on, guys? Nice to meet you. Hey, what's up? Let's be friends.
Everyone is going to be polite in person, except for me, naturally, because I'm French.
Yeah.
I recommend wearing like a necklace with like your information just in case you get found.
In case your face
in case you find me passed out, like this is my room number.
Yes.
This is my name and my room number.
We will be making CG Commandos dog tags for people in case.
There you go.
In case you get dismembered and your face is unrecognizable.
Dude,
I'm
we
gonna
could totally
need
talk
that.
to Ben about that. That'd be.
I got
fucking
shirts for us, by
sick.
the way. The Commandos. I designed a shirt for us. So I'm gonna have.
Oh,
some
hell
shirts.
Oh, I should send you one of our shirts that we already have.
Then you
Scribe.
should do it.
Send me your address over DMs and I'll send it to you.
Doxed.
But you also send me what
Dox
size.
me!
Also send me what size you are, please.
Sexy, size sexy.
I'm gonna wear a shirt with my face on.
I'm gonna send you extra small so you're gonna look like a faggot when
Wait a minute.
you have
Whoa.
a mid-range. And you come in with
Tonight
the
we just
Commandos
struck
shirt.
gold. Tonight we struck gold. The next T-shirt, I got the next T-shirt design. It's just gonna be printed on the T-shirt, 6.5 thick. That's it. That's
what it is.
Comicsgate
Yeah.
Commando.
Like real big, thick.
Well,
thick
I
is
can't
real
wear
big.
that.
Thick. Yeah.
Sure you can.
Yes,
What
you
you talking
can.
about?
Katie?
You come
In fact-
home, hey honey, look at this. Look at this shirt I got, baby.
Yeah.
Your husband's gonna be like, get in the bedroom.
It would make more sense
I'll
if
show
you
what
wore it,
6.5
honestly.
is, woman. All right.
Y'all ain't right.
Well,
That is
yeah.
You're
you
just
already knew
discovering that
though.
now, Katie? Now you're getting it?
6.5 thick, motherfucker.
Anyway, folks, please go back that. Like, you can spend, $40, right, to support this. 40, 90, 500. What's the difference?
500, yeah.
Really, at the end of the day.
What's $500 amongst friends? You know?
21, what's the difference?
This is a once in a lifetime event. Like, even if you go to the second, third, fourth, whatever, this is the first one ever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get a second chance to go to the first one.
And really, everybody's going to be there. Sorry, Joe. Go
I was just going to say, even if you can't afford the entire 3-weekend package, if you can just make it out for one day, it's worth coming out for the one day.
Yeah.
If it's cheaper for you to do it that way, just think about it. Just in general, back the campaign if you can, but if not, just find a way to get out, because there are going to be so many people there that we stream with, we see all the time on a weekly basis here. They're going to be there in person. Like I don't think people want to miss it. Like it's going to be, I think, one of a kind of lifetime. Let's go.
If you like watching the Commandos, you will be able to see the Commandos live for the first time ever. A full panel of all the Commandos on stage. How cool is that?
Nice.
Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
what's up.
OVR says, how long is the campaign? OVR, you have 20 days left. 20
That's
days
it?
left.
Oh shit.
That's what it says.
Okay.
We're currently at $3,220.
What's the goal?
Well, we're at 16%. So
Okay.
I think it's,
We gotta get up there.
I think it's 20,000 is the goal.
Yeah. Look, anybody who's getting the tax money, sorry, let me say that again. I gotta sharpen up a little bit right now.
There we go.
Anybody who's getting their tax refunds, right? Now's the time, right? April 15th is coming up. Perfect opportunity. This is the best thing to use that on.
Yeah.
Yep. Folks, literally, this is like I hate to do this to you, Joe, because you're here and you're our special guest on the show.
I'm good, man.
But this is the priority. This is the priority. Because even if say you don't back Joe's book tonight because you backed for the Fans Fest, well, then you can save up some money and you can come to the show and then you can back Joe's books meet him while you're there at the convention. I mean, come on, that's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a pretty damn good pitching right there.
I just don't like to shit on people who are, I'm not like I'm shitting on you, Joe, but like I don't like to, I never like to draw away promotion from the person that we're having on the show. But at the same time, for the Fans Fest is like, I don't know, we need to make this the biggest priority that all of us have. I feel like.
Yeah,
right
no, I feel you. I want this to happen too, because as far as I know, the convention is happening regardless. But it's the CG aspect of it that we're trying to get funded, because we want to get the big names out to the convention, and that's what this is really helping get. It's helping get Billy out. It's helping get Aaron out. If I can't remember if Aaron's coming, but Ethan,
Aaron's not
John,
coming.
Aaron's not okay. Ethan, John, Shane, you know, it's helping get all these guys out to the convention.
Peter Gilmore, yeah, he's trying to get all his friends out here too.
Yeah. So that's what this is for. It's not necessarily just buy a ticket so you guys can go. It's we're helping get all of the names together in one place so that we can just have some unity, have a good time, get to know each other. So I think it's very important. And outside of that, I think the convention will still happen. But this part is to get John, Ethan, Shane, myself, all these, you know, not to have a bigger name. Let me take out of the category the bigger names that deserve to be there.
Do not take yourself out of that category. You're in that category.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's not a lot of people that have a middle initial, Joe. So you're definitely part.
Yeah, you're the only artist.
I'm the only one.
Usually, it's some self-obsessed author who's got like, oh yeah, well, I'm Johnny T.
You know why I did that though, is because I was when I first started came back and was drawing after the band kind of ended. I needed to separate my name from Joe Sontag that everybody knew as the lead singer of Mine Enemies Fall. So I just started calling myself Joe M. Sontag when I was streaming, because I just wanted to have a separation. So I don't know why it was important to me, because like that was that part of my life. This is this part of my life.
Well, it's
and so I threw the M in there, and it just sounded good. So yeah, it stuck.
There you go. That's what we got to do, folks. We got to back for the Fans Fest, and at that point, even if you, like I said, like even if you don't want to back my books, River of Blood, Phenomenon 3, when it releases, like it's better that you back for the Fans Fest so that we can all be there together. And then when you're there, then you can buy the book. You know what I mean? Like but it's more important for us all to be, like, it is so important for all of us to meet each other. I really do feel like that, because once that personal connection is established, and you meet somebody, you look them in the eyes and you talk to them and you share a drink with them, and while they're smoking a cigar, you're smoking a black and mild. You know, it's like
careful there.
Sorry, I meant to say a Swisher Sweet. At that point, it gets to, you know,
I'll bring down some Cubans if I can.
It's real. Okay. So unfortunately, Aaron Lepresti is not going to be there. So
that's kind of a bummer, but
it is a huge bummer for me. I love Aaron Lepresti.
Yeah.
But you know, other than that, almost all the big hitters in Comicsgate are going to be there, and
plus like the Balaverse, the figure guys, the action figure.
Yes,
really
yes,
huge.
very true.
Man. Those guys are huge.
And from what Matt's been saying, you know,
wait, what? More than 6.5 scribe?
Yeah, bigger than that.
Oh my God, y'all!
It's a thick 6.5.
It's not all of us, Katie. It's mostly Frederick tonight. Okay,
it's about getting the data. Okay, we need to get the facts straight.
Hey, look at how Frederick is dressed right now. I would agree with you, Pat.
Are you gonna?
Oh, shit.
Hey,
you gotta take that, Frederick.
You just call me Pat.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Look at Katie pretending to be all innocent. She dropped about 50.
Innocent lately.
Yeah, dropped about 50 F-bombs and the C word every fucking minute.
How the fuck
Don't play coy with me.
Was at the beginning of the show.
We're gonna make Katie Jersey by the time in October. She's gonna come back with attitude.
No, brother. I'm afraid that you're gonna meet her and then you're gonna start fucking putting ranch on everything.
There you go.
That's what I'm afraid of.
How dare you?
Ranch is great. Ranch does go on everything.
No, I love ranch, but
okay, all right.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
Not on everything.
Well, maybe not in every single thing, but quite a bit. You know,
she likes ranch on rice.
I feel the same way about ranch that Katie, or I feel the same way about sour cream that Katie feels about ranch. Everybody's like, "Oh, sour cream sucks." I'm like, brother, sour cream is the greatest thing in the entire world.
You're both retarded.
You have a steak.
Thank you, Carmen.
You just put some sour cream on
the
the
voice of reason, as always.
Frederick, you don't know about creme
Joe.
fresh.
Oh.
Joe,
I
you
feel
know
that.
There's
Go
more
ahead.
behind this because
No, I
a couple
don't.
weeks back. Oh, you know about the ranch on rice?
No, I don't. Explain.
Yeah,
I wanna
Katie
hear it.
was on here, and then
Please explain.
She was basically praising one of her favorite hillbilly dishes. ranch on rice, and nobody heard of this. They're like, this is some broke ass shit.
Yeah, I never heard of ranch on rice.
Hillbilly fucking shit right here.
And then Joe Klippa, he fucking came back on the stream. He dropped off for a second. And he came back on the stream, and he had a whole fucking bowl of rice, and he just fucking, dude, it was like ranch soup with rice.
Whoa!
And he ate that shit on.
Yeah, that was
stream.
cool.
I like ranch.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm down for ranch on rice. What kind of I don't even like rice that much.
You know, let me just
don't even excuse it, Katie. Don't even explain.
No,
There's no explanation for this.
No, I want to hear the excuse. I want to hear the explanation.
Okay.
From the source.
Ever had like a steak and some white rice on the side, or maybe fried rice? And just
yes,
shut
I
up.
guess.
Let Katie talk.
You got some of the, some of the juices from the steak, and I'll get in the rice. Well, what if you took your fork? Okay, just your fork, dip it in the cup of ranch, take it out, and just tap it on top of the rice a little bit, and then you mix it up and eat it.
Disgusting.
I mean, I would try it. I try a lot of things once, when it comes to food. But I even
she talks about it. You take the rice and you put it in the ranch.
That is some sick shit right there.
Now throw in some jalapenos,
have to.
and we're down. I'll put some jalapenos in there, and we're good to go. Because I'll put jalapenos in everything.
Just a little bit of ranch. It's not that bad. Everybody's like, "Oh, you pour the whole fucking bottle in it." I'm like, "No, you just take your fork, cover it in ranch, and then just dap it a little bit on top of the rice.
Covered the fork.
Fucking Americans.
Oh yeah.
Just cover the fork in ranch.
Yeah.
And dip it in the ranch.
JJ says he
Joe,
puts
when you
BBQ
go out to a
sauce in the
Longhorn
rice.
somewhere, just try it, okay? When you go out to a Longhorn or a Texas Roadhouse, just try it.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
And if I do try it, I'll let you know.
Please, for the love of God, because everybody thinks I'm fucking crazy around here. Well, I mean, it's already been established, but the ranch just tops it off. It just really breaks people's brains, and I don't get it. All this hate for ranch.
I do like ranch, though.
Did you not see what it did to Klippa, Katie? Look what you did to him.
He almost died.
I actually have a clip of it. I have a clip of it, Joe, on my channel. You
Wait, you have a clip of Klippa on the ranch?
You have a clip, but you never didn't share it or tag any of us in it? Why didn't you tag us?
She doesn't care about us anymore.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, she's big time.
I think I did.
She's big time, Rosario.
She's big time promoter. She doesn't care about us.
We see how it is. We see how it is.
Yeah. Fuck all y'all. I don't care about either one. I don't care for the small creators.
Hey.
I agree with Joe though. Like rice in general.
I'm kidding. Everybody, calm down.
We're calm.
Just don't put ranch on it.
We're fine, Katie. Don't worry.
Oh,
but
don't worry, I'll flip a table and rage over some ranch. Don't you even?
Not my table. I paid for that table. Okay. So
I'm bringing some Quaaludes to the.
I'll fucking head kick you, Katie.
Quaalude.
Well, Patrick, all I gotta say is, well, not Patrick. Fuck you. Carvin. You know you're talking about you know how you were talking about the dog tags thing,
yes.
I'm probably gonna need that.
I agree.
I think a lot of people are gonna need.
Wait,
that.
just so we can find you?
No, Patrick's gonna need it. I feel like Patrick's gonna be fucking white girl wasted the second night.
Oh
yeah. You know, look at him. Look at
It's
him.
like, if you find me, return me to this hotel room.
Rosario, how many beers? I'm not going to drink liquor. How many beers do you think I've had so far?
Tonight?
Yeah.
3, 4, 2.
Joe,
1.
how many do you think I've had?
Oh, I was going to say none.
Okay. Frederick, how many do you think I've had?
3.
Okay. Carmen?
5.
Katie?
Wow.
8.
What?
You know what?
Katie's
You're right.
closest.
Though, look at him. I say 1. Maybe
We're talking about hard
he
liquor,
is
though.
kind of lightweight.
Not beer.
No, Katie's actually the closest.
Oh, what's the number?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
So it's
So
more
7.
than 8.
7.
Say it like this. My tolerance is too high. It should not be this high.
It's 24.
Oh, okay.
Katie's
Wait,
the
you didn't
highest.
drink. I thought we were talking earlier. You said you didn't drink.
No, I don't drink liquor.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that then. Okay.
What beer? What beer is it though?
I drink a lot of beer. I don't drink liquor.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, yeah, but it's
holding
like
it together very
American
well.
beer, so it's like course piss.
Blue Moon. Yeah, it's like
Moon.
That's 4.6%, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
there you go.
That's nothing. That's under 5.
We're gonna do some
Put some
whiskey.
V8 in it. Just put some
Patrick,
V8.
we're gonna get wasted, Patrick.
Let me put it like this: I should not be so sober as I am right now. So I'm not getting. I'm gonna be the one taking care of all of your fucking asses.
Wait till you come drink Canadian beer.
I don't really drink, so I'm gonna be
Our
around.
Canadian beer is like 6-7% alcohol.
Oh shit,
bro!
Oh.
I drink beer when I need to be sober. So
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Maybe that's
if
why I
need to
drink
be-
beer.
I'll tell you, I'll
I'm
be
the-
right there with Patrick, taking care of everybody because I like to drink, but I also am very good at knowing my line and not to cross it because I hate being that the just sloppy drunk person.
Yes. I'm not taking
And
care
I
of
definitely don't
anybody.
want that
I'm
to be first
watching.
impressions when people see me. So I'll be drinking. I'll have a good time. I'll probably have a really good buzz on. I'll be high. But if you don't want to get me wasted because if you see me get drunk, I'm just going to disappear. Nobody will see me. As soon as I feel like I can't control, I'm gone. I'm going to my room and I'm crashing
I
out.
might start a
So
riot if I get shit.
I mean, knowing
Yeah.
the limit is key. I mean, we're all adults here. None of us want to fucking ruin the night.
No.
yeah, I'm 44 years old. You're like, I'm not looking to go
Same. Yeah.
get college drunk.
You
At
kids.
this, I'm gonna have a good time. We're gonna be drinking, and having a good time, but I not all that.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
to have
I'll
a
be
good
the
time, but once
responsible one.
people
I
start,
can already tell.
no,
Well,
you're
as soon as you
not.
said hotel room party, I go
Sweetheart, you are going to
flashbacks
be
and,
fucking slammed after I can already see you fucking, like I told you, vomiting out in the alleyway outside of the Warlock Awards, and I'm going to be holding your hair back, being like, okay, Katie, like, come on.
We're going live.
Here's a
live
bottle of
streaming.
water.
Off tonight with shit face Katie. Woo! You know?
You have no idea. When other people are like destroyed, I'm the one who's like, all right, I guess I got to clean up that vomit.
I start laughing,
You know?
dude. I'm like, oh, geez, look at this.
Patrick, I drank a whole bottle of wine, not once, but twice.
Wow.
Katie,
Comicsgate,
Katie,
okay?
how did
I did
how
not
did it
throw
make you
up.
feel? You didn't throw up?
Well, that's good. That's good.
Well, but
No.
how? Be honest with us. How did it make you feel?
I love America. I love everybody. I feel good.
It sounds to me as though you're not troubled by any of this at all.
This is a man's world.
Thanks for reminding us of that. Every once in a while, we forget.
Every time.
Fuck
I
you.
fall for it every time.
The best
Damn
part
it.
is when Katie's throwing up, it's after the ranch debacle.
Oh.
It's gonna smell like Dylan buttermilk. Oh my.
Oof.
Like, oh my
No,
god.
but it's true though. I mean, I agree with Joe. Like, the best thing you could do is if once you notice you're faded and you're fading, just go to your room. Just leave. Do everyone a favor. Go to sleep. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always been my policy back when we used to party all the time, and I would see people get wasted, pass out, and I would see what happened to them for one. Because if you pass out in our group of people, things happen, get drawn on, like all that. It was a very embarrassing thing. So I always marked out when I was at a place where I could pass out and nobody could find me. And one time I got so drunk, I was like, I can't be here anymore. I stumbled outside, jumped in the back of some dude's, the pickup truck of some dude out there. And it was like freaking 30 degrees out there. I'm surprised I didn't die. But you find a place. You get away, because the last thing I want you to do is have your perception of me to be that really sloppy, wasted dude that was annoying everybody and throwing up or just stumbling all over the place. So you're not going to see that out of me. We're going to have fun. I'll say that. Good, clean fun. 6.5 inches.
There you go.
God, you had to add that on at
6 inches,
the
man.
end, you son of a bitch.
It's a grande sausage.
Good, clean fun. Oh my god.
Joe's the man.
Oh, shut up, JJ. It's gonna be a great time. So yeah. I'd like to do one more thing here. I'd like to bring up one more campaign that is at this point you might as well back it now because it's very, 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 very close to fulfillment. Where are we? Come on, Fund My Comic. You're not gonna give me it? I gotta type it in with my gloves. There it is. There it is. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it is our very own Frederick Guimond's Rattel Second Chance.
Oui.
Yes, sir. This is about to go into. So you're going to be printing pretty soon here, right?
Oh shit,
Frederick?
it's closed. Yeah, I'm just about to go to print. So I'm
closed 10 hours ago. Oh my god.
I could hold on. I can extend it. Oh, hold on.
Can you? All right.
I'm sure.
Well, if he's excited enough, he can extend it.
6.5.
Oh, they let you do that? They let you extend it right after?
And you wonder why we call you Patty Q. Right there.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
What does that mean?
Right
Why,
there.
wait a minute. What does
I don't-
Patty Q mean to you? That's just a
Rare.
nickname I've always had throughout my whole life.
I'm telling you, Katie went to the hood 2 weeks ago. She came back tough.
Katie, I'm taking it back. I'm not holding your hair. You're gonna vomit all over you.
Wow.
That's fine.
Katie's
That's
gonna.
fine.
Okay, hardcore. I like
I can
it.
take care of myself. I can
She's a
take care of
grown
myself.
woman.
I'm a big girl. If I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like I'm
true.
going to get sick, I take care of my shit. Actually, if I feel
hang
something
out with
ain't
my
right in my
wife.
stomach,
Hang
I
out with
go
my
ahead and just get rid of it so then I don't sit there and feel it.
That's a good way. That's good policy.
Yeah, that works.
You take my lady, you guys do
You can
girls'
rally.
night. You take my lady, you guys do girls' night. I go with the fellas. For the whole 2 weeks, you know?
Katie,
No, I'm going to
for the
behave.
three-course
I'm going to
meal,
behave.
Katie, for the 3-course meal, you have a choice of steak, chicken, or fish. Which one are you going to order?
No ranch.
The fucking steak.
Hell
Steak,
yeah.
steak with ranch.
I think that's what I got.
There you go.
Actually,
Steak
it is
with
pretty
ranch.
good. It's actually pretty good.
This is gonna be the only one there with ranch.
Steak with ranch. Steak with ranch might be okay. I'm not.
gotta
The
stop.
rice
Okay,
ranch.
Joe,
Because
stop.
there's other juices and seasoning that's mixed into the steak and with
gotta
the
stop.
ranch and it's seasoning and you kind of mix it together and it's good. And then you slap it on rice too. Make them all together. Slap the steak, rice all on your fork.
getting
with the ranch.
canceled.
Okay,
All right.
Patrick, refresh.
Okay. Anyway,
Let
so
me
yes,
refresh.
back to Rattel.
Sorry.
Are you like me, Frederick? You've got the instant okay. Sure does. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
So you only
Let's
have 18
go.
days left.
There we go.
Look at that.
Yeah. So this funded. We raised $4,200 in late last year. So we're just about ready to go to print, and I'm just finishing up the design work of some of the pages and the supplemental back of the book stuff. So if you want to get your copy of the first printing of Rattel, which is very limited, like this is under 250 copies, so it's going to be a very exclusive number of editions. And we have like a great freaking artist on the back of the book that nobody knows because they're not in the Bitcoin space, but we have a huge name in the Bitcoin space with Madex. Madex does an incredible honey badger at the back of the book. This is a 24-page action superhero comic in the spirit of the 90s, but very much set in the modern world. It feels like a sci-fi story because it takes all the technology that we have today. This guy is building a DIY quadcopter flying around the city. He lives off Bitcoin. He's kind of like a Bruce Wayne in a DIY kind of sense. This takes place in Montreal, which is a mythical city where people speak a made-up language called French. And, you know, there's beautiful psychic spies that are from Russian origin. You have a voodoo priestess called Medusa, who's also a Medusa. You have the real hero, which is a trucker, because the truckers are the real heroes in Canada. We have to, acknowledge them.
They are.
So this story really hits home, man. You're gonna feel it in your heart. This is really a good story that comes from the bottom of my heart. It's got great art. I fixed up all the fucking lettering bugs that was pointed out by this guy called Joe Sontag and Shane Davis and John Malin, who absolutely destroyed my book online. And I thank them for
hard art.
And I thank them for every single
Yeah, you
point
did.
that they
You're a
brought.
good sport.
And
Some good tips.
Everything's fixed. Like this page you see here, it's no longer, the lettering is no longer there. I fixed everything.
Yeah.
And it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be printed on quality newsprint by Pete Samedi's print shop. So you're going to have that old school feel, but it's going to be quality. You're going to have top-notch artists in the Bitcoin space, even though you don't know who they are. It's going to be worth a ton maybe later. Who knows? This is not financial advice, but you will enjoy the story. You're going to have good supplemental art. All the covers, you have a choice of 3 covers. The 4th cover is no longer available. I'm sorry, you missed it. You had to be there, but you will get a copy of it inside the book of the Akira homage, of course. And it's just a blast. You got to be in on it. This is going to be a really cool tale. I'm already started on the 2nd book. It's going to be a 1 of 4 mini series. So grab it while you can.
Let's watch the trailer really quick.
Please, let's do it.
By the way, this is not AI music, right?
No, this is done by a
real
Bitcoin creator from South America. He doesn't want me to tell which country he's from.
Yeah,
he's anonymous because the band is called Anonymal. And this trailer was done with the help of Sean Salter and his co-host.
You didn't have to say that.
Savage.
We could have just
Shout out.
not said that.
These guys, I love them so much. Shout out to these guys. You're beautiful.
Salty
You're
and Savage are
amazing.
great.
Hell yeah.
Let's watch the trailer. Or not? Hold on. What?
Don't you have it on file?
What the
In
hell,
StreamYards?
Well, I have the other one. But
Our world is crumbling, and
what in the actual ass? I'm plugged in.
Something's going on.
our world is crumbling.
Oh my god!
Come on, Patrick.
Play the first trailer. We haven't seen it in a while.
Did I delete it? Here's the first trailer, ladies and gentlemen. Other people might be disappointed, but I doubt Frederick will be. Yeah, so I deleted your other trailer.
Of course you did.
At least I had one.
Permanent record, Patrick.
Okay, let's try this one more time.
And most people are blind to it. A young computer whiz named Raimi decides to stand against the rising tide of oppression, only to find himself under the boot of those behind it all. Incarceration only proves to refine his resolve. Divine intervention takes away all fear from him in order to fix a broken system that enslaves us all. There comes a time when good men must ignore bad laws. Raimi dons a mask and becomes Rattel. Rattel uses intelligence and technology to combat ancient and dark forces for justice and a better tomorrow. Will Rattel take down the technocratic tyrants who've harnessed an ancient evil, or be crushed by the invisible hand?
Fuck yeah. It had to buffer like in the old days, apparently.
Yeah, and I noticed everyone was bobbing their heads except for you, Carbon.
Permanent record.
You weren't looking close enough. But actually, I like the way your art style looks animated, Frederick.
Thank you.
Right? Like, in that trailer, there's something about I'm not a fan of AI usually, but the animation on your artwork, like it looks like a TV series that you would see like out of the 80s or something.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of AI either, but for trailers, it kind of brings the work alive. I pulled back to show more pages as well because people love to see the actual art too.
That they do. Speaking of actual art, we've got Reaper Destroyer Second Chance. The
Oh,
first one.
yeah.
Is this is still going, correct? I'm not.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you can
I grab
actually
the wrong IndieGoGo campaign.
You can actually still back this because I left it. I originally closed it and then IndieGoGo opened it back up. This campaign happened right before they made the big switch for owners. And so, like, I don't know, there was some confusing thing to have. I thought it closed it, opened back up. So I don't really advertise it because I always said, like, this is going to be a 30-day campaign and that's it.
Yeah.
But you can actually technically still back it if you want to. A little bit of update. I'm glad you brought that up. So I got the first books in to start fulfilling a month ago, and there was a misprint. So I had to get with Mix'em and have them fix that, which they did. And I just got the brand new books, the reorder of those books in on Thursday, and there's a misprint. And this is all printing stuff. So I haven't made an announcement on the campaign page just yet. But if
Mix'em has been really good about that, though, that
they've been
things.
They were great. They replaced, didn't cost me a thing.
Yeah.
They replaced the entire thing for free because it was their fault. And this is the same thing. Like, now the entire book itself is great. They fixed the issue that needed to be fixed, but for some reason the inside cover is printed offset. So there's a white line, like a border white line across the top and the side of it that shouldn't be there. And although I could probably send that out and most people probably wouldn't notice it, I notice it and I can't send it out. So that's all the books.
See, I'm the same way, Joe. I had my phenomenon too. There were 2 pages that were flip-flopped.
Okay.
But they were switches between scenes. Long story short, you wouldn't have noticed it unless you were me.
Right.
Like, I noticed it and I was like, I can't, like, no, this is my baby. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just go out and be wrong like this.
Well, right. Because I mean, people paid a good amount of money for these books, $25 plus shipping.
Yeah.
$35 for a book. That's a lot of money to pay. And I want to make sure I'm sending out the best quality of books that I get. And although it sucks, and granted, the campaign, I launched it in October. So, I mean, it's not like it's been that long. It hasn't been like over a year or something.
Yeah,
but
no.
it's a book that was already done. I ran it for 30 days. I was going to send it to the printer. And the thing that sucks is it took that long to get everything kind of sorted out, because Mix'em was good. I want to give them their praise. They were very good about fixing the problem, but I had to kind of go back and forth. They had all these questions. They wanted pictures. They wanted all this kind of stuff, which was fine, because I know there's probably a lot of assholes out there that try to get free books from printers by saying, like, hey, all these are, I need new books because of this or that. So I didn't mind jumping through those hoops, but it took a while. And then to get the new books in, I was all excited. I went to the pages that were messed up the first time, and they're great. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This looks good. And I flipped to the first page again and saw the inside cover, and I was like, crap. And then I opened up a few more books, and then opened up a few more and a few more. And it's like every single one so far that I've looked at has the same issue on that inside cover. And I'm just like, crap. So now I go through the process again and wait for this before I can fulfill. So it's been kind of a headache, but if you guys get this book, it'll come sooner than later because it's done. And I will get it out to you, but I want to make sure you guys get what you paid for. So that's just the update I'm giving here live, and I'll make an update on the page.
One quick question. It says Dale Keown 24-hour.
Yeah, so
is it still available? Can we still get that though?
That is actually still available because, again, IndieGoGo put everything back up, including my hidden tiers, and it was just out there. So what I did is I stopped advertising that the campaign was live, so that I can still say, like, like I pushed it for 30 days, which is what I said I was going to do, and it technically is still available to be backed, but I'm not openly advertising it. But yes, you can go get it. You can get the Dale Keown 24-hour sketch cover. You can get the cover that's the sketch cover with the logo and dressing and all that stuff. The Isaac Bell cover, my cover. Yeah, all those are still available to get. So
he pronounces that Isaac.
Isaac, yep.
Good God. Is he black?
No, he's white.
What?
You've never heard of Isaac Bell?
No, I'm just saying, like, the Isaac. Come on, brother.
Well, you'd have to talk to his parents about that one, probably.
I will have to. I'll have a strongly worded letter, constructed to his parents by
It's
the
like,
end of the night.
well, you never heard of Itzhak Perlman?
Who?
What?
Nope. The classical musician, Itzhak Perlman.
Oh, no.
That rings a bell, but I don't know his work.
Violin player. His name is like that. It looks like the first name there.
It's
Okay.
That's unnecessary.
And who
Isaac?
knows? Maybe that's how you pronounce it, but he pronounces it Isaac. So who knows? Maybe his parents were like that, and he's just like, no, I want to be called Isaac. I don't know. I'm putting
This guy.
but it's Isaac. Isaac Bell. He does a book called Metal Shade. He's got a title called Hex. He does a lot of great stuff in the indie space, the convention scene.
He
He's
draws
primarily over-
really sexy ladies.
Oh, he
doesn't
does too. Yeah, he's a
He's good.
fantastic artist. Yep. Good dude.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go back. Reaper Destroyer 1. Obviously, I'm going to recommend you get this fucking amazing Dale Keown 24-hour Virgin cover because Dale Keown is a legend amongst
Yeah, hold
men.
on. Let me show you.
Yeah.
I got it. Even though it's messed up, I got it here. And it does look. Oh.
I'm going to make you big, so when you come back on screen, you're going to be big.
Yeah, get my ego going. Let's go.
Yeah, there we go.
So this is the cut.
You're
Look,
going to be 7 now instead of 6.5.
yes, 6, 7. Let's go.
7, babe. It's a big
Look
Look at that.
Look at this cover.
Beautiful.
It printed fantastic for being like the pencil. I darkened it a little bit for printing, but the
Good,
pencil
good.
sketch that
Oh, this is a virgin cover.
The virgin cover, yeah, because the dress cover you can get is this one right here.
Yeah, if it wasn't virgin, you'd have a little bit of blood there, Frederick.
Yeah, that would be the case. Yes. So
Now
that's the
you're
difference
talking.
right there.
Now you're talking.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
You know, I don't know which one I like more, honestly, because I really love the title that you did there for the Reaper Destroyer.
Yeah.
But I also just love Dale's work by itself. I don't know.
I got mixed feelings about virgin covers.
I
Yeah.
love virgin covers for the most part, and then obviously the Isaac Bell's. So this was the reprint of my cover, which I always wanted. I went with a different image on the first the first comic, so I had to reprint on my cover, and then the Isaac Bell cover came out awesome as well. I'm gonna reach for all these things. So the covers look great. It's just they need to get the printing error fixed so I can get these books out, but the actual books themselves look fantastic. So
They really
don't.
do.
Yeah, if you guys want to go back to Second Chance, just know it's gonna be a little bit of wait as I work out this latest printing error, but I will
Worth
get these
it.
out to everybody.
The wait
Looks
is
good,
always
man.
worth it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think with that, we're going to end the show tonight.
I have a
show-
little fun clip if you want to see it.
I think with that, we're going to show a little clip.
Is it a 6.5, guys?
6.5.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's definitely
Work
6.5.
two jobs.
I do.
And then you drive 2 hours to see him, and then when you get there, what happens?
We just kind of stay at home.
I'll throw it
Because obviously, how can I go anywhere?
When you get there, does he have his Batman mask on?
Most times, if he doesn't, he looks like that.
That's my boy.
Okay. And he has a Batman suit.
He does.
Does he wash this suit?
No. It has coffee, beer,
Yes.
sweat. The inside of his
Sweat.
Batman mask is absolutely disgusting.
Right there. You said he has a fungus growing from the
Yeah,
suit?
you can see white patches on the top of his head. That's not like a sunburn or dry skin. That's like fungus from sweating inside of his mask. He tried to put his mask in my purse today, and I grabbed it, and it was like actually slimy.
He's for real.
Just sweat.
It's absolutely disgusting.
I think it's just one of the work hazards, I guess you would call it.
Work 2 jobs.
I do.
And then you drive 2 hours to
She's
see
a
him,
pretty
and then when you
attractive
get there, what
woman.
happens?
She's very attractive.
We just kind of stay at home.
Yeah, Batman.
'Cause obviously,
Oh,
how
my
can I
God.
go anywhere?
When you get there, does he
smokes.
have his Batman mask
for
on?
him.
Hold on. Pause.
Most
pause.
times, if he doesn't,
That-
he looks like that.
That right there.
Okay.
He's the best.
And he has a
He's my
Batman
hero.
suit.
He does.
That
Does he
right there
wa-
is the funniest. Like that's one of the funniest transitions that you don't know what anybody's talking about. You have no idea what anybody's talking about. And she's like, yes, he wears it all the time. And then it switches to him with the fucking paint on his eyes, and he's just like, oh my god, this again.
He was definitely ready to wear his mask because he had the paint going and everything.
Probably
blacked
talked
that
him out of wearing the mask.
Yeah.
He's serious too. He's like, no, man, this is whack. I just want to be Batman. What the fuck?
You can see
Let me be Batman.
you can see on his face. He's like,
So,
this
rewind it.
bitch.
Oh, this fucking broad, man.
Rewind it to the part where it switches to him, please.
His face. This is my hero. That's my boy. He's coming to the fest. I'm inviting him.
Yeah, let's get him there.
Yeah, we Oh
my God,
please. Be Batman by my
Work
table.
2 jobs.
I do.
And then you drive 2 hours to see him. And then when you get there, what happens?
We just kind of stay at home because obviously, how can I go anywhere?
When you get there, does he have his Batman mask on?
Most times he definitely looks like that.
Okay. And he has a Batman
Instant
suit.
answer.
He does.
Does he
Yes.
wash this
Yes,
suit?
he does.
It has coffee, beer. But the inside of his Batman mask is absolutely disgusting.
You said he has a fungus growing from the.
Yeah,
So
you can see white patches on the top of his head. That's not like a sunburn or dry skin. That's like.
But he also does the Joker smile with the mask. If you notice in that picture,
Yeah.
He's pissed, dude. He's pissed.
Look at his face. Yeah, he's like, how could you betray me like this? You
The
bitch?"
question is, what is the goal? I mean, I know Dr. Phil is just milking this for money, but what is the goal of the couple? Like, is she trying to break up with him?
I think she's trying to get him to stop this lifestyle, like to break out. It
Yeah.
seems like he wants to be Batman 24/7, you know. And this is like an intervention, right?
I
You
really
know,
want to hang out with this guy, dude. Just like one day it's
She's
Batman.
like,
yeah.
We need to get him
I
for
like
the
him in
fan
the bedroom,
fest.
but I need him to become a real person.
You gotta find this guy. I gotta find this dude. I'm gonna get him shit faced.
This guy's a fucking legend, dude.
He's my new best friend.
I love it. This is great.
He is CG.
Oh my God. Oh,
Do you
that was
think
great.
do you think this chick knew that he was this Batman guy before she started dating him?
No, I
or
think
did
she
it start
didn't, and
afterwards?
she found out, and it kind of turned her on a bit. And now
That's
she's
what
a
I'm
little bit
thinking.
like,
Yes.
Yeah, no, she loved
know?
it.
At first, she's
Look,
like, "This is
every
great.
serial
I'm
killer-
being banged by Batman." She's like, "This is awesome."
Every
Yeah.
famous serial killer has had hundreds of women fawning for them. So, yeah, psychos can get women easily.
No, this guy's not a psycho. He's a fucking hero, man. He just wants to be Batman.
This guy's fucking awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, with that high note, we are going to end tonight's show. Thank you all for being here. It's been a fantastic time. We will see you all next week with Clipiverse and with Ray Ray is happy. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen.
Love you all.
We bid you adieu.